to play in the clay on Williams Grove Speedway. The green flag is out. Nash Ely leads the field into 1 and 2. Troy Wagaman Jr. into 3rd, and Chase Dietz is on the move. Chase Dietz up to 5th, right behind Freddie Raymer on the opening lap. Wagaman goes to the top, trying to take the 2nd spot as the field comes back to the line. Wagaman into 2nd as they drive past the start-finish line. Samuel Miller all crossed up, drops 2 spots. Raymer is up to 3rd. Trouble in the front stretch, a flip into turn number 1, the 6 of Cole Knopp, and the red flag will come out. Cole Knopp hard into the front stretch wall. Ely will pick up the green off turn number 4. We're underway. Raymer goes to the top. Wagaman takes a look down low. Chase Dietz is there. Dietz alongside Raymer for 3rd. Wagaman takes a look inside. Wagaman deep into turn number 3 for the lead. Off turn number 4. Troy Wagaman Jr. drives into the lead. Exchanging the 2nd spot a couple of times on lap number 6. Back to the line. The red flag is out. 1 car into the outside fence in turn number 4, and the red flag is out. 22E of Nash Ely. Wagaman picks up the pace at the cone. We're underway. And again, he gets away from Raymer. Chase Dietz chomping at the bit on Freddie Raymer. Tries the low side. Raymer has momentum. Gets away as they go down the backstretch. Raymer's going to try to run down Wagaman as Lance DeWeese drives inside Miller and takes the 4th spot. 1 car length separating the leaders at the start-finish line. Raymer hooks the cushion high in turn number 1 and draws alongside Wagaman. Wagaman drives up off the bottom, less than a car length underneath the bridge. Wagaman has to drive in and slide up across the racetrack. Raymer bites the same lip that Ely hit, and Wagaman gets away. 19 down. Raymer is right there. Wagaman has to enter on the cushion. Raymer shoots off the bottom side of turn number 2 and takes the lead on the backstretch. Wagaman trying to reclaim the lead. We got a new leader with 4 laps to go. Make that 5 laps to go. Dietz again flies in on the top. Has entry speed in turn number 1. Can't carry it off the corner, but he's got to run to the inside. Down the backstretch to the inside of Wagaman. Wagaman slams the door. 2 laps to go. Raymer and Wagaman to the finish. 2 to go. Dietz again goes back to his entry in turn number 1, but he hops the cushion. White flag will wave this time. 1 lap to go for Freddie Raymer. Trying to get his first win of the season here at Williams Grove. The 20th of his career if he can hold on. Tim Gladfelder, the lap car just in front of him. Wagaman tries the top a final time. A last-ditch effort to come back to the line. Raymer drives up off the bottom, and they make contact back to the line. Raymer will hold him off.
The Kramer Williamson number 73 awaits the winner in victory lane.
And right now, it is the calm before the storm. In just moments, fans, it is going to be thunder and lightning here at Lincoln Speedway. For the 10th time this season, the green flag is out on the Kramer Klash.
Freddie Raymer will take him into 1 and 2. He'll be the race leader. Chad Trout running in 2nd spot down the backstretch. And it's going to be Raymer leading in lap number 1. He was last week's winner, looking to make it 2 in a row.
And he wheelies it down the front stretch, leading over Chad Trout. And tonight's fast qualifier, Austin Bishop, as they race down the backstretch. The field is stringing out here on lap number 2. The leaders around the top of the racetrack, down in turns 3 and 4. Raymer leads as Bishop 2nd, but Chase Dietz is closing in fast in a race for 2nd. Chad Trout 4th. Cameron Smith is 5th. And now looks like Billy Dietrich has passed Smith for 5th now. Billy Dietrich is up to 5th.
Dietrich with a good run going, and it's the 23 of Chase Dietz that has moved up into the runner-up spot as he gets around Bishop, and he'll set his sights on your leader. Raymer in front, then the lap car group, and then Dietz, and the caution flag comes out.
10 laps have been completed, and we get our first caution of the race with 10 laps down and 25 to go. Caution flag is out. We have a car sideways, nose to tail. We're going to wind them up and turn them loose here on the front stretch at Lincoln Speedway and get the Kramer Klash back underway. Lap 11 is underway.
Hold on to your hats. This is going to be a good one for the lead and for several positions in the top 10. Chase Dietz on the back bumper of Raymer looks to the inside to pull the slider in turns 3 and 4, and he will hold on by half a car length, but Raymer reclaiming the spot as they go into 1 and 2.
Wow, what a pass down there in turn number 4, but Freddie got him back as Chase Dietz pulled a slider. Let's see what happens. They're up on the cushion off 4. Caution flag will slow things up here with 13 laps down. Freddie Raymer's going to bring him back to the green flag. Here we go. What does Chase Dietz have in store for him? Down in turns 1 and 2. He looks to the outside. Down the backstretch.
Raymer hangs on to the race lead. Dietz looks to the inside in 3 and 4. He's going to grab it off turn number 4 with an inside move. pulled a fast one on the 51 car, and Chase Dietz is your new race leader.
What a move by Chase Dietz down in turn number 4 to get around Freddie Raymer. Raymer will try to stick with the 23 now as they race back into turn number 1.
Now that he's got the lead, Dietz starting to pull away a little bit as the race leader. Raymer running in second. Bishop still is third. Fourth place now is Troy Wagaman. So Wagaman on the move in car number 27.
Yeah, the 27 is showing some speed here with 16 laps down. Trying to close it up now with Austin Bishop in a race for third. Meanwhile,
Wagaman will go after Freddie Raymer for second now. So there'll be a battle for second place. Bishop still in fourth place, and Chad Trout still in fifth. As your leader, Chase Dietz, brings him around. It'll be 10 laps to go.
10 laps to go. We've completed 25, 10 to go. Chase Dietz is out in front. Freddie Raymer at distant second. Dietz has opened it up to nearly a straightaway already on that last restart.
Another car on the move is Tyler Ross. He is moving his way up through the field as well. Tyler started back in 13th spot in this race, so he's got a good run going as well.
There comes Chase Dietz out of turn number 4, 8 laps to go. He may get into traffic again if we go the rest of the distance. And it was close here on the front stretch between Troy Wagaman and Freddie Raymer, and Troy Wagaman has taken over second.
They had a close call on the front stretch last night at Williams Grove. They have a close call on the front stretch tonight, and this time Wagaman has moved into the runner-up spot. Wagaman does not have enough to catch the 23 car. Chase Dietz through 3 and 4, picking up his 6th Lincoln win of the year in tonight's Kramer Klash.
All right, fans, here.
Wagner lead him down into the hot shoe race. Where's start flag? Here we go. Green, green, green. Newton up on the top. He crosses underneath Wagner for the lead. Wagner fights him off. Meanwhile, Dietz working the bottom. He's underneath the 66 on Newton. Newton way up on the top, coming off 4. Yellow flag, yellow flag. Ryan Smith. Ryan Smith turned around and turned. Newton on the top side again. Ripping the lip. He's trying to run down Wagner. Meanwhile, Wagner puts some distance between him and Newton. Dietz on the bottom. Working the top. Danny Dietrich working the top, trying to get a run. Dietz back up top again. He gets a run off too. Oh, he tries to get under Newton. They're door up. Dietz into second. Oh, Newton gets into Dietz a little bit and has to lift. They'll have to thread the needle. Look at this, Dietz. He's in the front. He's your leader right now. Chase Dietz in the Stebbins Motorsports number 23. Meanwhile, Wagner getting pressure from Newton. Newton underneath Wagner. They touch. We don't know. Something's going on here. Flat tire, right rear on the 66, and Newton, what a tough break. He's got a right rear completely down. One center corner's left. Dietz comes through 4. He'll take the checkers. Chase Dietz your winner tonight. Logan Wagner second. Billy Dietrich third. Mansfield Beach fourth. PJ Scott fifth. 6th. Danny Dietrich 7th. Logan.
Monday, June 22nd, 2026. What's going on? I am Jimmy here. Guest hosting with me tonight, Chris Lynn, founding member of the Turn 2 Terribles, coming back for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me, Chris. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, buddy. I'm excited for this one. We talked about this about a month ago. I love it.
Yeah, we got a great show planned for you guys. We're going to talk about all the racing, the highlights that we just saw from the past weekend, a little bit of USAC Eastern Storm, and we're going to take a big deep dive into the PA Speedweek that's starting this week. And we're also going to go back, and one reason for Chris being here is we're going to go back and look at our preseason predictions that we did. We did over-unders on a bunch of drivers, and we made 3 bold predictions. And we're going to check in as we're about the midway point of the season and see how we're faring. And I'm going to tell you right now, at least for myself, it's pretty bad.
You sent me the stuff over earlier. I think I'm doing pretty good.
You and Jay-Z are not doing too bad.
Couple hiccups, but
myself, I'm pretty dumb. I'm pretty dumb.
We knew that. We knew that.
Yeah,
years ago.
We knew that. But we'll talk about that and much more. As always, we appreciate all you guys in the chat joining us live. Make sure to put your hot takes, your opinions, all that in the chat. Same. The show would not be the same without you guys. Well, we see you guys in the chat. Matt, Dave, Jay, Magby, Santos, Mandy, Daniel Lee. What's going on, Daniel? Me and him were hanging out in the camp area over at Port Royal on Saturday. Unfortunately, got rained out. Marie Beasley, Amanda Nicole said, is this live? This is live.
It's unfortunately live.
It's very live. Brittany Perigo, what's going on? Todd Fritz.
Brittany Perigo's my homie.
Yeah.
That's all. I'm sorry.
Santos asked, where are the drums, Chris?
I guess you gotta wait and see. You gotta watch the show.
Gotta wait and see.
I don't know.
We got some surprises here.
Do y'all see any drums? I don't see no drums.
Jay-Z is down in Puerto Rico right now, so he might pop in either in the chat, in the text chat here, or he might actually pop in at
we'll throw a great start.
Good job.
Holy
great start.
Shit. We're off to
or he might actually
start.
pop in here. We'll see. But we'll talk about his picks and everything. And but yeah, I'm excited to get into this. So let's get right into it, huh? Let's go to Williams Grove on Friday night, where Freddie Raymer picked up the win over Troy Wagaman, Chase Dietz, Lance DeWeese, Buddy Schwab. It's your top 5. TJ Stutz, Samuel Miller, JJ Loss, Doug Handmaker, and Brent Shearer rounding out your top 10. Very good race here. There was a little bit of a delay during it. USAC, we'll talk about USAC here after we talk about the 410 stuff. But Freddie Raymer holding off Troy Wagaman there after he gets make a pass for the lead. Chase Dietz and honestly Lance DeWeese were right there towards the end. Couple little moves there from Freddie trying to hold Troy off, like desperation moves coming down the front stretch. Is what really kind of helped him hold off Troy there at the end. But otherwise, a pretty good race. I think your hard charger was Brent Shearer +7 to finish 10th from 17th to 10th. Nash Ely had a good start. He had a rough flip after jumping to cushion. He was right up there with Troy, Freddie, Chase battling for position. And then there was a hard wreck for Cole Knopp on the front stretch as well. Hopefully he's okay. Got to give a shout out to James Roselli finishing 12th. Good run for him. He's been steadily improving in that 98 car. But story of the night was Freddie Raymer getting the win here at Williams Grove, win number 3 on the season. Chris, what were your opinions on this?
So it's win number. So my first opinion, win number 20 of his career for Freddie. That was surprising to me. A guy that everyone calls a 1.5 track wonder, if you will. 20 career wins.
No,
that's a big number. That's a big number.
It's more than I thought. Well, I guess not.
Right.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
You would think that he would have more. He doesn't. I know we're tiptoeing around the whatever down the front stretch. Yeah, whatever down the front stretch. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, coming to the checkered. Okay,
I
don't know.
If I'm Freddie, fuck him. Like, just go. Like, you're going. Like, I get it. Like, there's a racing etiquette, sure. Troy and Freddie have been around each other a ton.
It's turning into a little bit of a rivalry there. Just these guys are battling constantly twice a week.
A little bit, but like, I don't think Freddie's thinking about that there. Like, he's just driving his car, and he chases it down the track, and Should he nose the car down low? Sure. Does he care? Meh, probably also no. I don't know. That's my take. Like, it's unfortunate that knowing the surrounding with Freddie, knowing what's around him, I just don't think it's fair. I think Freddie's just racing his race, and it's unfair to put any blame on him.
I don't know if I agree with you there.
You don't have to agree.
The one,
with me, I'm just
the
saying.
one coming to the checkered is a little more understandable because you're coming to the checkered. The one with
That's the one I'm
3 to go.
That's the one I'm talking about. Like
The one with 3 to go, I think is a little much. Just very dangerous part of the track. We've seen that go wrong before. But I mean, it's part of racing, right? I mean, it's just we're not in the car.
Racing is dangerous.
It just looked pretty bad.
It's I mostly watch, the chop on Troy come to the checker and so forth. Like, I get it.
Troy had a great run coming out of there. I mean,
I love it. I don't love it, but I get it.
Yeah.
It's just that's racing.
I'm kind of with you. I don't like it at all either, but I totally get it. You're trying to go for a win, do what you can. Just there's a line somewhere.
He has zero idea.
Oh, he knows he's there.
He has an idea.
He knows he's there.
He has an idea somebody is there, not who.
He knows he's there.
Okay. You may be
I'm
right.
telling you right now. Todd Fritz says, hearing a new flag ban at Williams Grove starting Friday night. What does that mean? Can you expand on that a little bit? Jack Young, what's going on, man? David Spiel says, feels like I've jumped at a time machine to 2021. Yeah, I mean, that's how long this has been going.
FDS.
FDS. Matt Bird says, Chris, you didn't watch shit. Mandy says, Buddy Schweibitz, top 5. Buddy Schweibitz, man, we had him on earlier in the year. But when he came to Williams Grove last year, that was the first time I really first got to see him in person. And I'm telling you, man, this is a kid to watch. There's some really good young talent here in the area.
So I got
He's
a question for you,
in there.
How long did it take you to learn how to say his name?
So it's funny because we had him on.
Right.
And I asked him before the show, how do you say it? Do you Schweibens or Schweben? Like, he's told me it, and I still said it wrong. And I've done that with like 3 guests, and I feel awful because it's in my head then to not say the wrong pronunciation of it or enunciation of it, whatever you want to say. And yeah, I still do it anyway, but it took me a while.
So
I don't know why. I don't know why.
Undisclosed viewers, he still says it wrong. I asked you how long. Here we are. You don't have an answer. It's fine.
But yeah, I just good win for Freddie. Chase Dietz was a good race all around. A little bit of a delay to get the track worked in after time trials, but it ended up being really great USAC feature and a really good 410 feature. Can't complain there. We will talk about USAC here a little bit. Final thoughts from Williams Grove before we jump to Lincoln. We're going to kind of keep it moving here. We're going to keep it moving here because we got a lot to talk about tonight.
Carry on, son.
Lincoln Speedway, Kramer Klash on Saturday. Port Royal was also running on Saturday. They had Silver Crown, USAC National Tour sprint cars, and obviously 410 sprint cars. Rained a couple times. Ended up not running anything. We did see some laps underneath the track record, and then it rained again. So it was shaping up to be a pretty fun. It was going to be a long but a fun night, and then we got hit with another rainstorm. So that got canceled, but at least Lincoln got in, where Chase Dietz got the win over Troy Wogman, who went 10th to 2nd. Freddie Raymer, Austin Bishop, Billy Dietrich with the top 5. Cam Smith, Logan Rumsey in that new Brewer car to 71, debut of that, finishing 7th. Chad Trout, Kyle Moody, and Preston Latimus, your top 10. Also, shout out Aiden Hare there with a P11 finish. Great run for Troy. He had to really charge his way through the pack, but at the end of the day, Chase Dietz gets around Freddie Raymer sort of early, almost halfway through the race, and kind of controls the race from there. What more could he say about Chase Dietz at this point? He is crazy.
He's evolved to what we talked about a year ago. Where we thought he was going to be last year, he's now doing. He's winning the races he should. Right? That's bottom line. Like, he's no different as a person or as a team. They gelled. They're just doing the things they got to do.
David Spiel says here, preparing this as the final public appearance of Critter Lynn. If you know, you know. #GatorBait. Are you getting a sex change?
On Wednesday.
That makes sense.
Yeah, checks out, right?
Can't believe Spiel would put that out there for you.
Yeah, he's a scoundrel. Fucking guy.
Mandy says puts tinfoil hat on. Chase Dietz foresaw the rain at Port and chose to run Lincoln. No, I think it was just because there's more money going on at Lincoln. It was $7,300 to win. It was a good payday. Full disclosure, I went and camped at Port, and it was funny because me and my girlfriend were talking about when we went to go camp at Port Royal. We're like, this is the first weekend all year where we're going camping. At least we've been able to take the camper out. And we're like, we don't have to worry about rain at all. It didn't look like it was going to rain at all in the forecast, nothing. And then all of a sudden, 4 o'clock, like someone came over and was like, yeah, I hope the rain stays away. I'm like, what rain? Like, what rain are you talking about? And then, yeah, we ended up seeing the rain. There's times on the radar where you were looking and it says it was raining right over top of us and the sun was shining. It was very, very weird, just unfortunate, but I guarantee you the rain was not the reason why Chase Dietz was not there. He was there to go take this check down at Lincoln Speedway.
The $7,300 for the Kramer Klash, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, just what more could he say about Chase Dietz right now? Just on fire. Good run here for Austin Bishop. Austin Bishop's been steadily climbing up, getting a little more consistent in that 11A. We know he has speed. We know he can win, and he's starting to really show that. Billy Dietrich with an awesome top 5 here. He had a pretty good weekend. He had a top 5 here, and then we'll talk about Path Valley here in a second. Good weekend for Billy and that team. Cam Smith with a solid top 10. Yeah, just but Troy and Freddie had a little bit of a moment in this one where Troy maybe kind of got a little bit of a payback. Chris looks like he'd rather be turning laps at Sonoma right now. Who hurt him?
Jimmy hurt me. That's who.
Matt Trace also said, hello, Chris Lynn. You look boring.
Hey, it's a long race, Matt Trace.
It's a long race.
We're strapping in.
We got quite a bit to get through. Also, shout out, Jaden Wolf got the win in the 358 feature over Brock Hammaker, Justin Foster, Brian Wolf Jr., and Steve Owings, Chef Schnoke, Matt Finley, Kinzer Leitner, Eli Tuckey, and Wyatt Hinkle, your top 10. Back-to-back wins now. It took a while for Jaden Wolf to get it going, and then he gets back-to-back wins now. So starting to gonna start clicking them off, I would imagine. Good win for him. Closing thoughts from Lincoln Speedway on Saturday.
Just Chase Dietz, dude.
I just don't know what else to say. It was a good feature.
He feels inevitable, is what it feels like at this point. Shout out for everyone else showing up.
Yeah. Let's go to Path Valley yesterday. This one I know there's going to be a lot of opinions on, probably. But Chase Dietz gets the win over Logan Wagner. Billy Dietrich with a podium finish, finishing 3rd. Lance DeWeese, DJ Stutz, Danny Dietrich, Logan Rumsey, Aiden Borden, Cameron Smith, and Troy Wagaman, your top 10. Another person who had a good run here was Ryan Newton. Unfortunately, blows a tire towards the end of the race. He was running P2, I believe, at that point. Logan Wagner led the early parts of this, slides up in 3 and 4. Chase Dietz finds the rubber, stays in the rubber, down in 3 and 4, and that was kind of all she wrote. Then track did rubber up. There was 21 cars there. So it was a nice, efficient show. They started at 5. A feature was done by 7. But I mean, Chase Dietz just once he gets in the the redraw area, if he's starting top 5, he is not just a threat to win, but he's the favorite.
Right. It's no different than David Gravel with the Outlaws or Aaron Reitzel with High Limit. You put them in that redraw, they're in a position to capitalize. They're gonna do it. They Chase Dietz. This is what, win 10. I know we'll get to it, but win 10,
11, 10 and 11 this weekend.
Inevitable. It props to him. We've all known, me, you, Jeremy, back in the day, we knew how good Chase Dietz was at driving a race car. And now you put him with Stamen and how good that equipment is. And you're seeing it. That's top-notch equipment. Yeah. And now they're going out and they're finding ways to get better. And you love to see that. That's what we do here in Central PA. That's what we do. We talk about getting off the porch. Danny was off the porch all week.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see the next evolution of Chase Dietz, I think, is what's coming from this season.
I think last year we saw, and we'll talk more about it when we go back to our preseason predictions. But last year we saw he had a lot of second, third place finishes. He was right there. He knocked off a bunch of wins early, and then it seemed like it was hard to come by. But they were fast every week.
Couldn't close him out. Right.
Yeah. Now they're figuring out how to close him out. David Smeal does ask here, do we think Dietz would still be having this kind of season if Macri wasn't injured? I think so. Maybe he wouldn't be at 11 wins yet. But
him and Macri would be fighting
and plus Macri would be going out and traveling a little bit more too as well. Yeah. But yeah, I think Dietz is all as fast as Macri probably would 100%. Be right now. Pretty close. That's how good they are right now. EJ Shoemaker, what's going on? T2T says, let's go Sheldon Hansfield. Congratulations on a win there. What's going on, EJ? Matt Trace says, glad to see Chris took time away from this drum solo tour he's doing to give some insightful inputs tonight.
Yeah, Matt Trace, everybody, keep it up, buddy. Keep it up.
Big drummer Chris Lynn.
Don't also worry about the drums. Listen to the content.
Who is the better drummer, Chris Lynn or Neil Peart?
Whoever that guy is, yes.
Drummer from Rush?
Come on. Yes.
Yes.
I'm not even good on drums, bro. I
don't know, man. Everybody's here I don't think anybody cares about racing right now. They just want to see the drums. Dude.
I just hit shit. Like this. And boom. I ain't no drummer.
I don't know who TS85-S5G. That's definitely AI asking, is this a real co-host finally?
Yikes.
No. Ooh, Will Ferrell is a good drummer. He looks like,
but he's not as good as that other guy that plays drums sometimes. I don't know why they wanted the drum so bad.
Oh, is that a drum that I heard?
You hear a drum? I didn't hear no drum.
Chris's drumming skills is about as good as Jimmy's sim racing.
That's facts.
Yeah, dude, because I have to can't stop hitting shit. People can't stop running into me is the problem.
Well, I can't stop hitting shit either. That's why this drum works.
Tyler Show bot account. Chris Lynn is the next Phil Collins.
No. In the heat of the night, I'm in trouble. Just so we're clear. I am sweating. It is ugly.
All right. Jimmy, back on track here. Path Valley yesterday. Weird. Positives, I want to say. I want to say positives because I know part of the reason why the track rubbered up was because they started it at 5 o'clock. They had time here to probably try to rework the track. Was early enough, but I will give them props for a Sunday show. starting a little bit earlier, staying efficient, getting everybody out of there by 8 o'clock for both divisions pretty much. So I will give them credit for that. Wish saw a couple more cars and some more fans. Wish the feature was better, but the heat racing was pretty good. I don't know. I mean, yeah, the track prep is one thing, but I do want to give them props on doing a nice, efficient show on a Sunday.
What?
I think that is a positive that we would like to see a little bit more.
So, I agree with the efficient show, but what's the crime in starting at 6?
6 is okay. 6 isn't bad.
Uh,
I think on a Sunday, 5-6 p.m. is a good start time. You don't. That way, you're trying to finish up by 8-9 o'clock. That's my opinion.
Sure.
People got work the next day. Not just fans. These teams. You know what I mean? Like these teams probably got there at least before midnight. You know what I mean? And
I hear you.
a lot of these guys got to go to work the next day.
So this schedule dropped when? When did they announce this
in the off
Valley
season?
date?
I don't know, in the off season.
So these teams, these people that had to work it, knew this date was on the schedule.
Sure.
Plan accordingly.
Do you know how many Sunday shows are there though? You know what I mean? Like
that's not
everybody could take off every Monday.
That's not Path Valley's problem. Path Valley, you have. It's not their fault. It became their problem. They have 2 4-10 shows. They want to get back on the Speedweek schedule. You lay out there the show you saw yesterday. Sure. Sprint cars were going around. We know there was rubber. We know that's not the product. If you're Path Valley, that's not the product you want to put out there.
And what I'm trying to say is the track product.
If you have to start at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, whatever, they know the deal in February, January, December.
But that's not the problem.
No,
the problem was the track prep. The sun, don't get me wrong, doesn't help. But
they knew the track prep
to mitigate that.
They knew the track prep. So I'm not taking blame off them either. Rubber down or not, sure. Early start time, whatever. Everyone in that place yesterday, in that whatever you want to call it, bowl, den of doom, whatever it is, they knew the deal since January. We're racing on this day.
But you're so hyper-focused on this one race.
Path Valley should have been this hyper-focused on this race, is my point.
Path Valley should have, yes.
Right. They should have been. If I, in the wonderland of I'm promoting a racetrack, I have one chance. I'm not starting at 5 o'clock. And if I do, I'm doing, to your point, everything I can till the bottom up. Do whatever to keep from rubber going on. You want to showcase your racetrack. All you've done in every show that you have, this show, you go back to last year with High Limit, it was a crash fest. Speedweek show, crash fest. All you've done is, to put it bluntly, you made a mockery of it. It's unfortunate.
So Santos brings up some good points here. Tracks, they had the track soaked, the wind and the sun killed it for sure.
Sure.
You know,
I get it.
And the other thing is they ran Saturday night, and Tyler Murray points this out here. Let's read this comment. From what I understand, they ran Saturday night and had overnight rain, making it difficult to get on the track early in the morning to get a tour up for another show. Not an excuse, just what I was being told that could have caused the track to be hard underneath and not holding water.
You knew this date in February. Let's just say you do it in March. You chose to schedule a regular Saturday night show with whatever you run there. I get it. That's your bread and butter. I get it. Actions have consequences. Yeah. If you're going to run 8,000 micros on Saturday night with 8,000 street stocks and whatever the hell else, do something about it. I get it. You ran a show Saturday night. Williams Grove does it. Port Royal does it. For the most part, they know how to operate in those situations. It's your one chance. It's your one chance on the big stage, and you choose.
It's not. They have another race.
Okay, you're one of two chances on the big stage, and you're gonna go shit to bed like that. Like, come on.
And I was still entertained. I mean, I know they tore.
Yeah,
They went through a shit ton of tires, and that's not great.
It was fine.
That they need to figure that out. But I don't think.
Okay, Jimmy, let me ask you this: if Williams Grove does that, Port Royal does that, or Lincoln does what you saw at Path Valley yesterday, do they get the same grace?
Probably. I'm not even giving them that much grace. I'm still being critical
I'm just in general,
of what it was.
I don't think they get the same grace.
My whole thing is I don't want the 5 o'clock start time to be the blame for this. Because I think that part was a good part because they kept it efficient.
Sure.
I think one reason they probably didn't work on the track was because it was rubber anyway. Like, you weren't going to do much. Maybe they could have slowed it down. Maybe a little bit of a racier feature for the 410s. But either way, you're going to end up with the same result.
If you know you have a 5 o'clock start the next day, don't you do something? Maybe take the day off. BAPS does it. BAPS doesn't do their weekly show sometimes. Like, listen to the other people on how to track prep. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to shit on them because, like, I'm with you. I'm watching,
and I think that was this was
on the eye test. It was good.
That was some good insight by Tyler Murray. You know, taking in the rain and not being able to get on the track as early as they wanted. You know, they had to fight some conditions.
Sure.
So maybe they learned from this and hopefully it gets better. But I think at least they kept it an efficient show.
Sure.
And got everybody out of there at a decent time on a Sunday night. I love that part of it. Matt Trace says, "Hey, Chris, would you rather have 8,000 micros or 8 snakes on a trail?"
8 snakes on a trail, Matt Trace.
You would.
The rest of us could watch a good feature. I might get killed by one of those 8 snakes, though. That's true. He's only making jokes because I almost got killed by a rattlesnake about a month ago. Fucking guy.
Santos says, "I'm curious to know if the same people complaining about the Grove taking time to rework the track, if they would be praising Path Valley, if they would have taken the time to." Well, there's about a 4-hour difference there, too.
Jimmy is that guy, Santos. Jimmy is that guy.
I didn't even say anything about their track. It took a while. They did some track prep on Friday, and they made for good features. Does make for a late night.
But he does.
And that's what the Matt Trace say. I'm cool with 5 p.m. start on a Sunday, but we need 8 p.m. starts on a Friday. You're already getting that basically on Williams Grove.
Oh,
so right. I mean, I didn't mean that in a bad way. They really do start at like 7:30. So
I do want to go back. Fine. I do want to go back to Santos because he brings up a good point. Race fans are impossible. You can literally start the race at 9 o'clock for better racing. And they'd be like, we are there too late. You could start at 3 o'clock. And they'd be like, well, the racing sucked. Pick a lane, dude. Like, it's not even about you, Jimmy. It's general. Like, God, it's unbearable. Like, you can't make them happy. We saw it last week with Freddie winning on Saturday. Nobody's there, right? "Quote unquote." Yeah, nobody's there.
Horse shit.
Nobody's there. But they're also complaining about Williams Grove canceling on Thursday. But if Williams Grove cancels on Friday after they get downpoured at 5 p.m., well, they saw it coming. What do you want them to do? Right?
This goes back to our forever conversation of the tracks can't.
You cannot make
always
them happy.
Being put in a hard spot.
Like,
you're not going to make everybody happy.
Williams Grove last week canceled on Thursday. Oh, they did it because Danny. No, they did it because they looked at the weather model, whatever the hell. Had they have not canceled and we all get to the track, oh, she just wanted our money. It's stupid. It's unbearable. And it spilled right into Freddie on winning on Saturday.
That's being it's because Freddie's polarizing.
But it's the same thing. It's like, oh, there's nobody there. It's like, well, who the hell did you think was going to be there on Friday? They all matter, right? Like, what are we doing? Race fans are their own worst enemy. That's my take on all of this.
Let me go back. Smeal says, I'm more willing to give a mulligan to a track that doesn't run weekly 410s than one that does and should have prepped it properly. Sure, I agree with that. Mandy says, Lincoln Labor Day Duels, second day last year, track was poop even after working on it. That happens. I mean, you're going to get
Right.
these sometimes.
That's
It's just what it is.
That's how it goes. That's racing sometimes. Sometimes it's just not your day. Whatever that is. Like, sometimes this is not your day.
You says, Jimmy, you laugh at, but look at Friday that they reworked the track. It was started after 8 p.m. Weather was cooler and the races were great. And then I did not spend half the night complaining about it. I wasn't even really watching it. I wasn't even there.
Hey,
I did find it funny that it sounded like USAC is the one that told the Grove to do it. I found that funny. But I mean, that's part of it too. That's them working together.
Right.
But it ended up being
there.
two really good features, and fans got their money worth.
But right there, that's the key point. Is race fans don't know. We don't know. As us fans sitting in the field, we don't know. USAC tells Williams Grove to do something. USAC tells Kutztown, or Williams Grove tells USAC. Whatever scenario, we don't know. You don't know what you don't know. But like, it's like,
of course, I was complaining because it's happened every week.
Okay, I don't know.
I'm not the only person complaining. There's a lot of people complaining about the long delays.
Jimmy's
at Williams
getting
Grove the past few weeks.
Can we just?
I have no problem with it. It is what it is. But I will say, this past week, and in most weeks, it's worked out in the end for having a good feature. Is just at what cost?
Right?
Can we do better?
And the only thing I'll say on Path Valley, just kind of close that out. And I get it. You come far away, and I'm spoiled because I live in the center of it. And so I asked my one buddy, who comes from Allentown area, like, would you rather go the distance and get going home at 8:00, or go the distance and you get home at 9:30? Sorry, leave at 9:30, 10 o'clock, get home somewhere 11. I get it. It's tough.
Everybody's situation is different, too.
Right.
I think what most fans don't want, though, is be getting out of there at midnight, and I think that's been the overall.
Yeah, sure.
That's been the problem with some tracks. And I think for the most part, they've gotten better at
it. I was speaking more of even the path thing. Like,
yeah,
if they take an hour to till it, I don't know. An hour is obviously aggressive, but like,
yeah. But even then, you're starting to feature maybe like 7:15.
Right, it's good.
Like they could have, but would it have anything better?
Right. I don't know.
Maybe
I don't know.
They know their track better than we do. They work on it every week.
What we do know, Chase Dietz is inevitable in Central PA right now. That's the guy to beat, and we're gonna move on.
Getting wins.
Sorry.
Matt Trey says, I'm okay with leaving at midnight if I got my money's worth and got great racing out of it.
Yeah.
That's not everybody, though.
I get it. I'm going back to Path Valley. We can weed in the comments all day long.
I'm good with that on like a Friday, Saturday night. On a Sunday night, I don't want to be leaving at midnight. So it's you. And again, it goes back to the whole point. No, it's not just me. It's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that don't go to a Sunday race because of the extra travel and having to go to work on Monday, when Friday and Saturday is a little bit different.
I'm sorry.
So
I said you, but I meant more like you. You're the
everybody's situation
on Sunday, right?
And it goes back to the point of
Thank you.
Of tracks can't really win. I think at the end of the day, if you're trying to
win.
Prep your track the best and run as efficient of a show as possible. That's gonna get the most people happy.
Right. Anyway, Chase Dietz, inevitable.
Yes. How about who else? You know what else is inevitable? The Paragos at Parago Valley. Craig Parago getting the win, keeping the streak alive. Basically,
you know what I love
winning
about
at Path Valley.
You know what I love? When Brett stumbles, Craig picks him up. That's such a Parago. That's such a Parago thing to do, right? Like, Hey, we can't push your car out, so Jimmy and I have to do it. It's fine. We're basically Perigos also. Jimmy Perigo, Chris Perigo. Basically true. There's Victor Lane evidence of it. But yes.
Yeah,
Brett.
just congratulations to Craig. Brett had a little bit of a tough go. But keeping the streak alive, Perigo Valley over there.
So that's
USAC.
true. So
go ahead.
Real quick. Who's the last winner at Path Valley in the wingless sportsman that was not ending name Perigo? Obviously back to last year. Because this year,
Say
Craig,
that again.
who was the last winner at Path Valley that didn't have the
At
last
Path
name
Valley,
Perigo?
I'm not sure. Because
this year, what? Craig has 2.
Did Wilbur win?
I don't know. I was asking you because you're a stats guy. But last year,
I'm done.
So this year, Craig has 2. Brett's won the others. That's all the races they had, right? It's crazy.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I mean, somebody else did win. They could put it in the chat and correct us.
Yeah,
but
who
it's
won?
Perigo Valley regardless. They've been
Yeah.
on fire there, and Brett's been on fire. But Craig's been really good for the past few years. Brett's been really on fire for
Those cheating Fords, bro. Those cheating Fords.
Yeah, the cheater Fords. Yeah. USAC. I feel so stupid for asking this, but what is the family tree for the Perigos? In a nutshell, Carmen is Brett's dad, and Carmen and Craig are brothers. So, if you want to,
that's a double down. The 2A is Carmen. Figure it out from there, Santos. Craig did flip a modified.
Usually means it would take 10 years to say it. It's fucking bad. All right, real quick. The winners for USAC Eastern Storm. Really successful Eastern Storm. Other than Port Royal, every race got in. Kyle Cummins wins at Grandview on Tuesday night in a good battle with Briggs Danner, who ends up with about 2 or 3 to go, ends up spinning himself out, trying to make the pass for the lead. Kyle Cummins holds him off. And then Briggs Danner gets redemption the next night at Bridgeport, winning there. Bridgeport is awesome, and Briggs has been so good. I mean, he's good, especially around here, but he's been good everywhere. But he's been really, really good at Bridgeport. Good win for him there. Then a double for Mitchell Moles, winning at Big Diamond on Thursday, and then taking a really great victory at Williams Grove on Friday night. This was might have been the best feature of the week at Williams Grove on Friday night. Between him, I think Justin Grant was in there, Brady Bacon. Really, really good battle there between those guys. But Mitchell Moles gets it done. And then last night at Action Track, and this was a good option too on a Sunday night. If you ever get a chance to go see USAC at Kutztown at Action Track, go do it because it's awesome. Briggs Danner getting the win there. Kyle Cummins does win the USAC Eastern Storm title. Congratulations to him by 2 points. Really, really great. Just all the features were really good. They got pretty much everything in. It was awesome watching them on Saturday night rip around there. We did get through time trials, at least for the sprint cars. And there was like 8 cars under the track record. Was shaping up to be a really good night. But other than that, at least we saw cars on the track, I guess, at all the tracks. But really, really successful Eastern Storm, I thought, and a very, very entertaining one. Let's get into Speedweek this week. This is one of the biggest weeks of the year here in Pennsylvania. Starts Friday night at Williams Grove with the wingless sportsman. Then it goes to the Kevin Gobrecht Memorial on Saturday at Lincoln. Baps on Sunday with the super sportsman. Monday, the big race, the crown jewel race, and this is even updated. We had
Brian Leppo.
Huh?
Brian
Yeah.
Leppo.
We had Brian Leppo on last week to talk about this. $50,000 to win. Huge payout throughout the field. You get like over 1,000 for fifth in the B main or something like that. Like I have to go back and listen to last week. So much going into this for not just for the teams and the drivers, but for the fans. I expect a huge car count and a huge fan turnout on Monday for the Steve Smith Senior Tribute Race at Lincoln. $50,000 to win. Grandview on Tuesday with the 358 modifieds. Port Royal Wednesday with URC Sprints. Hagerstown on Thursday, $12,000 to win. Usually the Crown Jewel at Williams Grove the following Friday, the 3rd, the Mitch Smith Memorial, $20,000 to win. Of course, fireworks, baby. Let's go. Saturday,
fireworks.
July 4th, Port Royal, the 8th annual Greg Hodnick Classic. $15,000 to win plus late models. And then closing it all out at Selinsgrove for $12,000 to win. Also, sandwich here, starting and ending with the wingless super sportsman at these events. Very, very hyped for this. Looking at the weather right now, maybe a little bit of rain to deal with, maybe Friday, maybe Saturday. But other than that, it looks pretty good but I mean, we're too far out. Anything beyond 3 or 4 days is kind of tough. So let's hope that the weather holds out for a lot of this. We know James McFadden's coming in. I know like Logan Schuhart will be there for Lincoln. We'll see what other races that they come in. You're going to get some invaders. I would imagine I'm pretty sure Brady Bacon will be here, if I'm correct. And then you got your local guys. So I'm really, really excited for this. Everybody else should be too. What are some of the highlights for you, Chris?
I mean, obviously, Williams Grove, Mitch Smith, always a marquee. It's one of the ones I circle. I love it. Anything with a wingless sportsman, though, they're bringing my heart in. But hey, props to Selinsgrove. I hope give them their flowers. I was there last year. They didn't have the Speedweek show, but they had some other shows that were just like well run. I love it. I love what they have going on there. I think Selinsgrove's the one. We know Grandview and Babs what they got going on. Selinsgrove's a wild card to me, and I think they have a lot of good things going there. So that's if I was gonna circle one, it's not my homer self. I'm gonna go Selinsgrove.
Yeah, I'm excited for Selinsgrove to get back on the Speedweek schedule here. This is more of a traditional, quote unquote, at least what it's been for the past maybe decade or so. Pretty close, at least, to what it's been. It's inevitable that Chris will use inevitable to discuss Speedweek. PPM at Parker Price Miller will be running the full Speedweek. So we're gonna have some pretty good names coming in from outside. And then usually the midweek shows, you get guys like Kyle Larson usually coming in. I don't know if he'll be there for Lincoln, but because they're going to be out in California. But he's usually tries to make Grandview, that Port Royal race, Hagerstown, some others. But we'll see what happens. Matt Trace says Hagerstown is the best race of the week every year. Hagerstown is always always a surprising race.
Matt Trace.
Not a surprising race. It's always a very entertaining race, and I think kind of
Can I say something controversial?
Kind of is a little bit exceeds expectations is what I was trying to say.
Can I say something controversial? Hagerstown's in Maryland.
You never.
Me never. Hagerstown's in Maryland, and I've been very clear. Maryland is not a real state. So there's that.
It is barely a state.
That's controversial. Maryland is not a real state in my book, so take that up with whoever. But
Amanda says Hagerstown is trash. I don't agree with that. I would love to get to Hagerstown.
I know nothing about Hagerstown track.
I don't have to work on Friday. A lot of people should probably have a Friday off with the 4th of July.
Honestly, you should just take it off because otherwise the race has to start at 5.
You're dumb. I'm just saying that kind of opens up Hagerstown maybe, but we'll have to watch. We'll have to watch. Speaking of kidding around, my friggin' cats are.
Yeah, speaking of kidding around, I've lost my drumsticks.
Oh.
Who said
Mandy
that?
says, give Clinton County a Speedweek date or we riot. Yeah, I really thought after last year's push they were going to get one, but I end up seeing. I think that Sunday date ends up probably
rotating
through a couple different tracks until something changes.
I agree though,
which I don't think it does. I love this. I think the Big Three get 2 dates. I would rather see 10 different tracks,
right?
But I don't have a problem with the way for this Speed Week. It's like one of it really doesn't bother me anymore because it works.
Can we point out, shout out to Grandview for staying on this schedule?
Yeah, weren't they supposed to be like a landfill?
Supposed to be a Copart
at some point.
Whatever. Shout out to Thunder on the Hill for staying on this schedule all these years. It's always had the same date. It's always, I love it.
And say honestly, what you want about Grandview, that place packs it for 410 sprint cars. Absolutely jam packs it, and it puts on some pretty good racing.
I've never been there, but props to them. Props to that group for staying where they're at. I love it.
Yeah, I agree. Western PA Speedweek runs an Ohio track.
Yeah. I'm not really worried about the Maryland part of Hagerstown. It's more worried about the
Bridgeport
fact that
on the schedule. I wouldn't hate that, Amp A. I love Bridgeport.
Amp Base.
More races at Bridgeport, please. I know it's a far drive, but
oh shit. You know what's fun? I can't see the comments, but Aunt Bay's here. Hi, Aunt.
Aunt Bay is here. Mandy brings up this, and this will be kind of our next topic on Speed Week. Is Chase Dietz Speed Week championship inevitable?
She took
inevitable.
My
word. The word of the night is
inevitable. Inevitable. Yes.
Inevitable.
Unless I think Anthony Macri comes back.
Yeah, I don't know.
Real quiet over there in the Macri camp, but
yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. We haven't heard too much from there. Hopefully,
at
the end of the day, it's about making sure Anthony's 100%
right, 100%
healthy before going back into a sprint car.
No Anthony Macri, yes. A Chase Dietz championship feels inevitable.
He has to be the favorite, I think.
Inevitable.
Because him going to him at the high limit race at Grandview, Grandview is a place that doesn't have a ton of laps. He podiumed with high limit. That's just how good this team is clicking off right now. That
Jimbo.
It does not matter what track they go to. It's inevitable that they're going to be there.
Thank you. I heard it. Thank you. Except for Knoxville.
What about Knoxville?
I heard you saying that. Knoxville. No, you're right. You didn't. You said inevitable, which is what I was mostly focused on. But they are not inevitable at Knoxville. Did you say hi?
Jimmy, tell Christopher I said hi since he can't see the comments, so he says.
I can't.
So,
Jimmy, tell the audience the truth.
You could see click on the chat thing.
Oh shit! Is that a real thing?
Dumbass.
I'm new to this.
So you act like it's your first time.
It is.
First time, long time. So we have conflicting information here. Matt Burt says, I heard Macri coming back for Tusky 50, which is...
I have no information on Macri. I'm just making that shit up.
And then we have multiple reports of Macri will be back this Friday for Speed Week. So
I just made it up. I have zero proof.
Actually, Mandy says, I've heard everything from Macri coming back for Speed Week to Macri being out for 2 years. So who knows? Until we hear from the team, we don't know.
I'm going to go with Team Mandy. I'm in that group.
Outside of Chase
Anyways,
Dietz, let's talk about a couple people that could factor in to this title, at least. Obviously, Danny Dietrich. Danny Dietrich is always there. Just had a really good Ohio Speed Week. He didn't get a win, but he was pretty consistently almost top 5 every night. He's always a factor into this. Down to Williams Grove at the end of the at the end of the week. He's definitely a guy to watch. Troy Wagaman would be my next one. I really think he's proved when they can run the full speed week that he's going to be a factor, and they have a lot of speed this year. They're just starting to really click off, and it doesn't take, you don't have to win 5 races, necessarily to win this speed week title. You got to be consistently good every week, and Troy Wagaman's, he gets top 5s every week.
Sure. So these are all Posse Series races. Yeah.
It is, but it isn't.
It is, but it isn't. Got it.
It's not part of the main series. Yeah.
Sure.
It is, but it isn't.
If you're taking Chase, if you're gonna take Chase Dietz out of it, obviously the next choice is Danny. But Troy Wagaman, that's the 3, right? That's the 3 PA Posse.
For the Posse guys, yeah, I think so. Freddie honorable mention. I think Cam Smith.
Sure. So yeah, if you take,
but I don't know if Cam Smith's running the whole thing. So
right. So if we're just gonna take, we take Dietz out, extract him. Danny Troy, I take Troy in that battle. He has the consistency as you talked about, but he has that dog in him, like that speed and time trials that we've talked for years. What's held Danny and Freddie back? Time trial shows. It just seems like there's something missing, whether if they're driving or whether it's whatever. They don't have it. I don't know what it is. I could be crazy, but I take Troy.
Yeah, that's why I agree. Troy's right in the mix there. Brock Zierfoss is another name to watch, I think, if they can keep it together every night. Why not?
Shit.
Why not?
I will never let you say that without giving you shit.
That's fine. I mean, he intends on running all.
I may have been gone for 6 months, but I'm still not letting you say that without being checked. Sorry.
Outsiders, though, the obvious one, and everybody keeps putting it in the chat, the Tarleton 21 and James McFadden. James McFadden knows how to get around here. That Tarleton 21 is very good. It's been a long time since that Tarleton car has been here. So I think they're going to be very, very good. They're going to be threats to win. Are they going to be as consistent as the guys who run here every week? That's going to be what I want to see. Not saying that he can't, not saying that he won't. I'm just saying that's kind of my question mark. That's what I reserve. But he should at least be top 5 in points at the end of the day, for sure.
I agree with Jimmy on this.
Brady Bacon Parker Price Miller has been very good. He's an interesting one to watch here in this speed week. Because he's a guy that could maybe win a race or 2.
Sure.
That we're just not kind of thinking about because, rumor is Larson will be at Lincoln.
That's great.
Yeah, and you gotta also like we're just talking
we know
Logan,
not
talking about wins, but you got to factor in too. You're gonna have some hitters come in during the midweek, like a Schuhart, like a Larson, that are going to take some wins away, and it's going to really be the guys that, hey, can they weather that storm and stay podium? Can they stay top 5 when some tougher competition comes in for some of these races? So
we know Schuhart's coming on Monday. That's a big ass race on Monday, right? 50,000 to win. Stevie Smith.
Yep. I don't think Larson makes the Monday, but I think he ends up probably running like because he's almost always at Grandview.
Right. There's some hitters going to come in. It's just the reality. This makes it fun.
This guy, Dawn says Larson running Monday through Thursday. Inside source can confirm. So you heard it here. I figured Tuesday through Thursday, but
so Monday means he leaves Sonoma, provided
immediately Sonoma comes right to PA.
Provided he doesn't win Sonoma. I think that's the
He does win.
caveat.
You got time.
Yes, he has time.
Sheldon Hodenshield running Lincoln Monday. It does sound like there'll be some outlaws. I mean, for $50,000 and for how much it's paying,
and
it's an outlaw track.
It doesn't count against them, right?
Yep.
Let's go there.
So that should be cool.
Now, let's tie in the fact that what track matters when we flip over to the predictions, because my mulligan, I have one. I had to play some games on it. Okay.
But yeah, there's going to be some good names. It's going to be great shows. These midweek shows are going to be awesome. The weekend shows are going to be huge. Very, very excited for this one. Hopefully the weather holds out. Outlaws are in Wisconsin this weekend, but I don't think they run Sunday. So they run Friday and Saturday, so they should be able to get here.
It's a full day.
And then they'll be kind of in. I think they're off next week anyway. So, yeah. He's gonna fly from Sonoma, Chris, not walk. Says Matt Trace.
Clearly, he's gonna fly from fucking Sonoma. Are you shitting me? Matt Trace,
he has plenty of time to make it if he's gonna fly. So
I'm gonna.
You act like if he wins, like he's not gonna leave for like it's like a 5-hour thing.
Move on.
We can move
Time
on
for this shit.
If Montana rains out, this is a good question.
Montana. What about Montana? What about Sonoma?
Because listen, well, no, Montana, Big Sky. That's where high limit races in, and high limits off until basically King's Royal Week. If Montana were to rain out and they cancel it early, you're gonna see more high limit guys get in here, maybe even earlier.
That would help my early season predictions.
I bet it would. So yeah, I'm really excited to see especially for that month. That Monday show is really the pinnacle, but it pays really well all week. And you know, when it comes to like some like high limit, like Port Royal laps are definitely not necessarily a premium, but they're always helpful. You always see the high limit guys show out for them. You'll see outlaw guys, you know, go and support Lincoln, Williams Grove. You know, so Brett Marks will probably be around. And if Macri does run this week, if that's the case, that throws that's like the X factor of this whole thing.
It is a wrench into this whole thing.
Yeah.
Because like if he were to run the full week, I'm not saying he will be the champion. But he's gonna make whoever it is work for it. Right?
Don Welty with two good questions here. Track with the highest car count and track with the biggest crowd. Track with the highest car count should be Lincoln on Monday. You should have 50 cars there. You should.
Right. You're right.
Be pretty close, if not 45. I think Port Royal will be pretty close. They always, especially on the 4th of July, you know, I think you see 40, 45 there. Port always does good. Williams Grove will have a good car count.
Yep.
Biggest crowd might be... It'll be Williams Grove, I think.
I would say Grove.
Williams Grove for that July 3rd, Williams Grove.
They have the baseline is so much higher. Like the weekly crowd for Williams Grove versus Port versus Lincoln is higher. And you add in that show, Williams Grove crowd wise.
Yeah, that one always does. Both of those shows, but especially that Mitch Smith one.
And
it's always that's like an outlaw crowd.
And right, if I were gonna take a race out, now that he's mentioned it, the Steve Smith race, take that race out. Williams Grove best car count.
I don't know. I think Port still gets huge car count too as well.
I think they'll
be comparable. Like
it's gonna be right there. I'm gonna go Grove just because I'm a homer.
You would. It's okay.
I would.
Grove deserves it because they anchored this Speedweek down for sure. And that Mitch Smith has always been the crown jewel of this thing. So.
Always been.
So, and it is. It'll be a big
one.
I think Port sees a huge crowd. I think Port sees a huge crowd on Saturday. I really do.
I do believe.
Granted, they have good weather.
I do believe Lincoln takes the car count on that Monday show. So much giggling that I can't see about.
We have a foreign correspondent joining the chat.
Hell yeah.
Foreign correspondent Jay-Z. Looks like he's in a cave in the middle of Iran.
He is, actually. What's up, buddy?
It's
Oh,
a
it's nice
bunker technically. The sirens have been going off. It's crazy out here.
Did I do
I'm on
anything?
like the side
Did
of
I
a
do anything
mountain,
crazy
basically.
yet? I can tell.
What's that?
Did I do anything
No,
crazy yet that you're mad about?
I haven't even been able to tune in. We just got done meeting and doing things.
I
I
just
have no
want to.
idea. You tell me. Let's gauge your
I'm
self
in.
awareness. I mean,
I'm on such good behavior. You don't even know.
Yeah.
Look at my light.
This has been good.
Look at my
okay, I
light.
can tell how this has gone already.
Matt Trace is keeping him in line.
Matt Trace is
Oh, is
baiting
he?
me. He's
Oh, yeah.
baiting me,
Oh.
bro. Matt
All right.
Trace
What's
is
the
a problem.
The topic is Jay-Z.
Jimmy got it.
We need your favorites, both locally and outsiders, to win the Speedweek title. Races that you're looking forward to, and what do you think the biggest car count and biggest crowd will be for the week? Those are the questions that we have gotten here.
The crowd one's tough, right? Because these tracks have such different capacities that one can look really, really full, and like a Lincoln can look pretty full. A Williams Grove could feel like 60% and could have more people. So
Yeah,
it's kind of a tough comparison because we don't know the math. But let me start with outsider McFadden, easily for me. Easily. Local is tough this year, but listen, I don't know if you all did the predictions, but my bold prediction was new Speedweek winner, so I'm going Chase Dietz as my favorite, and
We're
then
so far past that. After Chase Dietz, who do you got?
It's Macri and Dietrich, I think. But man, Wagaman's going to be in this conversation for me because, I think PA Speedweek, if you go back and look at history, you got to win like 3+ races of this deal. This isn't you're not gonna fifth place your way to a championship in this, and it's too good at the top. It's where I think it very much differs from Ohio Speed Week. And we've seen it in the past. We've seen like Brent Marks and Macri and Danny and Macri and have these epic battles where if you have one bad finish in the week, you can lose it. One. Like you have a broken motor in race 3, you can lose it. So for me, it's probably Chase. If Macri's back, I'm still putting him second, and then Wagaman and Dietrich for a tie at third for me, as far as my favorites. Biggest race I'm looking forward to the most is simple, easy as the Steve Smith. Whether we had Brian on a couple weeks ago, whether I bought the damn shirt, I don't care. It's Lincoln Speedway and it's Steve Smith. That's the one. It's simple. I think it also ends up being the biggest crowd. Like I said, though, that's a very relative thing. The Mitch Smith always does really well the Friday for Williams Grove.
Yeah, that's what we went with.
Yeah, but I think the Smith, with what it is, with the teams coming in for this race, Logan's going to have his car ready to go. It's a special scheme for it. The promotion that's being done for it, I think it'll also have the highest car count. It will be the Smith. So I'm going to go with the one I'm looking forward to the most is the Smith. Highest car count and attendance will be the Steve Smith, not the Mitch Smith. So, but again, it's hard knowing Williams Grove with the actual capacities there, right? They have so much grounds that they can put people.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell. So, probably the Mitch Smith gets more people, but Lincoln won't be far behind it, in my opinion.
Yeah. Go ahead, Chris.
No, he basically said spot on to what we did.
Is that right? Okay, good. I'm not crazy.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not really a topic to have a hot take in.
No, and I also said that Saturday, July 4th race at Port Royal, I think we'll have a really, really good car and crowd count. That one usually does well that Saturday, and with it being the 4th of July, some of the extra stuff that they're doing, I think that ends up being a really, really good one, especially if they have a good crowd.
So, Jay-Z, all I said, you take the Steve Smith race out on Monday, say that just gone. I agree with Jimmy. That July 4th race challenges the Mitch Smith at Williams Grove for car count or people. That Monday show, Link, is going to be crazy, as it should be. You almost have to take it out because it's so the way Brian Lepo and that team has built that race. You have to It's a different level. It's a different level.
But like I hear you. I know I'm with you on this. But we've had different races like this during Speedweek before, right? We've had, the
Sure.
Gobrek. It got rained out, and had some, it had some things behind it.
Sure.
There's a reason they picked this date. They're not dumb.
No,
Like,
it's not.
yeah, I think it's hard to
not
say
their
to
fault at all.
exclude it, but the Mitch Smith has history. It has a great date. It has a great time at Falls. I think it's all there for that to be good. And listen, Speedweek for year after year after year, have we ever left Speedweek and said, "Man, the crowd was eh"? No.
Yeah,
Doesn't
No.
even
I don't
matter
think
what
so.
day. It doesn't matter what track. They're all going to be
Right.
packed, and I'm here for it. So
Yeah,
I
for
just hope
sure.
it continues because it's probably one of the last few things here in Central PA that we can count on to say we're going to have car counts, we're going to have people.
Yep,
Like
I
Right.
agree.
other than your touring shows, right? It's one of the last few local things we can count on where everybody feels like they're part of something as a fan. Like you were there, you saw it,
Yep.
you went to it. Honestly, minus Path Valley last year at Speedweek because it was not packed.
Path was pretty compared to this past Sunday.
But for a
was pretty
small
packed.
capacity, like
Yeah,
for a
it
small
wasn't
capacity
Right.
last year,
It's
Speedweek,
different.
it was not wall to wall
To
like it should have
Jeremy's
been.
point.
Mhm.
To Jeremy's point, and I said with that Lincoln Monday show, the only reason I say quote unquote exclude it is when you put a 50K to win. That's gonna bring in all of the monkeys, drivers, fans, whatever. Good on Lincoln, good on Brian Lepo and his team. They good on them, and good on them. Honestly, good on them for doing it on Monday, not the Saturday show. Like
Mhm.
it's good promotion. Get people to the track. I love everything they're doing. It's just when you have a 50K to win race versus everything else. That's the only reason I was trying to extract it from like this overall conversation.
Yeah.
But I love what they're doing. Good on Lincoln. Good on Brian Lepo and Smith family and that gang. I love it. That's how you do it. What they're doing
Yeah.
on Monday. That's how you promote a race. Like if you want to make it big, that's how you do it.
The other thing I'll say is this, and I'll probably dip out of here. I got to get a shower. It's like still 89 and humid here.
Oh,
It's I'm sitting in a bathtub all day long. Is the Sealands Grove date? And listen, I think they've had pretty good crowds on those standalones, the competing Friday nights. The Kramer show, the Williamson race. I for everybody's sake everywhere needs to succeed, and that needs to put on a good show, and that needs to be packed out. And I'm not saying that in any reason of like they're in danger of anything, but if Sealands Grove wants to be factored into this yearly again and they want to be taken seriously, this is the one that they need to really do well on. And I'm not taking away from any of the other ones that are in this before this
Yeah.
race. I mean, after this
That-
race this year, but
That's the
this is
Path
the
Valley
one to
argument.
me. Yeah, it's this
Sunday-
last Sunday race has always been
Like
a little bit of a
he's
struggle.
It's always tough.
It's always been a
he's
little bit of a
making my
struggle.
Path Valley argument.
Correct.
To make it
And
up here.
I'm with you too. And like Path, what disappointed me with Path was it's a small capacity. It wasn't packed. Sealands Grove is much larger capacity. And while I don't expect standing room only, it needs to be pretty darn full where you don't see lots of empty seats. For me, and I think the rest of the area to say, okay, they're actually back. And I'm not putting them down in a way that they haven't done a good job this year because that's not true. They've done a good job. But if you want to talk about all of Central PA and all the fans and everybody who doesn't go there often or it's not in their area, this has to be a success for them in all facets. They can't get a pass on the track if it ain't good. They can't get a pass on the weather. They got to do everything in their absolute power to get it right this weekend. Again, no pressure. They're going to get other chances, but this is going to go a long way toward the future, in my opinion.
And Jay-Z just articulated the point I was trying to make about Path Valley. Everything Jay-Z just said about Sealands Grove was what I was trying to articulate about Path Valley from yesterday. Yes, it wasn't horrible. Yes, it wasn't this. But you have
you had a bigger chance. Yeah.
You got to do everything right, top to bottom. Why should we bring a major series here, or any series here, if you're gonna rubber up? I get the 5 o'clock start, whatever. Everything. You got to be top to bottom down.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I don't know. I know drivers played nice on social media today from what I saw about how that went. Drivers played nice because they played nice, and I don't understand why, because if that happened at other tracks, they wouldn't give them a pass for how many tires got chewed up. I don't understand why Path Valley gets the pass for what y'all saw yesterday, because I turned it on really early and it was over, and I saw and I went, is this what the 410? I watched the Sportsman race and I went, is this what the 410 show looked like?
And that's
people drove and paid money for that. I asked Jimmy in the Discord, I said, what was the excuse they gave for it being that way? Right. They planned it. They knew the time they were starting.
So what we found out was they ran the night before. It rained right after it ended, and they weren't able to get onto the track to get that moisture in deep enough. Because of that was something that we heard thanks to Tyler Murray here in the
Jeremy,
chat.
do not let me down here. Go ahead.
No, it's bullshit. I don't. I mean, I'm not saying that they're lying, but it can't happen. I'm not saying that they're lying, but it can't happen. No. They don't get many of these dates. Like it's never rained before. I don't know. Is this the first time it's ever rained on Earth? I don't know. I think it was.
If you had one chance,
and I don't know why the drivers. Most of the drivers giving them a pass. I don't get it.
If you had one chance to take your racetrack to the next level. Is that the scenario you're trying to play?
They've had a few in the 410 world, and it's not going great lately.
Right. It just keeps getting worse. And Baps was. Let's go back to Baps. Baps, it wasn't that long ago. Baps was in the same category. They've done well. They've done well.
They had one season here, 2 years ago, wasn't great for the year.
Well, I'm saying
before and after, it's been fine.
What I'm saying is back when they were trying to break in, they did it right. They did it right. And when they had races, it was right.
A facility. The track always raced well. It was the facility, right? And that's really what it's been about at that place, because more often than not, you get a good race there. Unless somebody goes out and stinks the show up, and that's not the track's fault.
Yeah, no, it's the driver. But
I mean,
it's just one of those
what it
deals. It's just one of those weird things.
All right. So anyway, I got you all off topic about yesterday, and I don't want to go back and restart the show. I'm just here as a guest, so I'll check out. But did you guys go over the over-unders already?
Not yet. We're gonna go over that here at the end pretty quickly. Unless you want to do it right now, we could do it right now before you get off.
You don't have to change it for me, brother. You keep going.
Nah, I mean, the other stuff doesn't matter. Let's go right into it. Screw it. I'm here about it. Unless you're getting off.
Woo! No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Might as well do it right now. Let's go back and revisit our preseason predictions. We're going to start with our over and under. Now, we have one rule. We have one rule. Is each one of us get one mulligan on this over and under if we want to do it. And before we start, I got a prop.
I miss in my pre-show work.
Is that a receipt? Is that a receipt?
It says dunce. It's my makeshift dunce cap. I'm a dumbass.
I missed the first line on this whole thing. Oh shit!
Listen, I looked over these and I went, man, this isn't too bad for me. And I looked at some of yours because if I looked at mine and I went, most of these I'm feeling pretty good about, and if I saw the opposite icon next to my name, I'm like, oh boy, this is rough.
Right, the first line, I missed this one. Shit.
So we're gonna start off. Danny Dietrich. The over/under line that we sent was 12 wins. He's so far with 2. Chris went with the under. Me and Jay-Z went with the over.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, Danny's he's been kind of vocal about just kind of having a rough year, but
I feel him.
He's finding there's a lot of racing still left. We're at the mid-season kind of almost mark of the calendar year. But in terms of racing wise, there's still probably have 60% of the races left. So it's a little not quite halfway. There's still a lot of racing left to go.
Yeah, he ain't winning 10 more races.
Yeah, I mean he could get really hot and win a bunch. 10's gonna be a lot.
Right, I'm gonna stay.
You're staying. Okay, I'm changing. I'm actually gonna use my mulligan right away. Right off the jump.
Right away.
Off the top. I am. Right. And it's not that I doubt the
change
guy,
you to
but
under right now.
I honestly thought I was
doubt.
gonna
It's not that I doubt, right? But and because I made the case for like, well, should I or shouldn't I today?
Not that I doubt. I just don't trust.
But listen, I'm looking at facts. I'm looking at what's going on. Right? Go to Ohio Speedweek and there's 5, 6 place finishes in Ohio Speedweek. Not great. And then you come around here and race if it's Posse Series races. He's not going to run any handicap or local shows. If it's a Posse Series race, he's going to have Wagaman, he's going to have Freddie, he's going to have Troy. There's Knoxville, there's Eldora, there's all this other traveling. It's not going to get any easier. PA Speedweek, it ain't going to get easier. And I'm not. Listen, he can absolutely do it. But when I look over my list, this is the one where I'm like, if I'm taking one, I'm going to take this one.
Taking it right off the bat.
Jimmy, you want to stick with the over? Or
I'm sticking with the over. Screw it, because I have so many that are bad that this one, Danny's, is more realistic. Danny's is way more realistic. He's gonna sweep Speedweek. Listen, we're gonna get perfect weather all 10 races. We're gonna sweep Speedweek, and the next show I'm gonna be saying, you guys shouldn't have went under.
Poor Jimbo.
I hope.
I don't.
I hope for you. I hope for you. You need it.
So that's one.
That's one. Here's the one.
I get one.
Why would you do it here?
No, I don't mulligan. It's one that we mostly
that you already have. You and Jay-Z already hit this one at the park because Chase Dietz has been phenomenal. The over-under was set at 10. He got his 11th win of the season yesterday. You guys both went with the over. I went with the under, and I said it was going to be close. I said it was going to be around.
Buddy, it's not.
He could have got 2 10 wins.
But we didn't put July 1st on there.
You know? No, buddy.
This is crazy.
It's not going to be close.
This is crazy. This is insane.
2.
I feel like this should be my
obvious mulligan
because he's already hit it.
If this isn't yours,
I'm still saving mine, and I'm going to show you why.
Yeah, the cap fits. If you can't even justify changing that one, the cap fits, brother.
I can justify it. I only have one.
I can't wait.
I only have one, unless Chris wants to donate his.
Nope, I cannot wait till you justify this. This is gonna be great. Next.
So, next one, Lance DeWeese, 3.5 wins. He has 2 so far this year. Chris went with the under. Jay-Z and I both went with the over, and I still feel good about that. I think he could get 2 or 3 more this year.
3 for Dale. I stay.
Okay. I think that line was pretty good and about in line what we thought. Next person.
I'm gonna lose this end of the day. But
Troy Wagaman, line was set at 6.5. He has 3 wins so far. All 3 of us swept with the over. I still feel confident in that.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's a lot of $10,000 to win or more races coming, and that seems to be what he wins. We're just getting into that season, and he'll get there.
Jaden Bingaman doesn't understand how betting lines work.
Yeah, he's not.
How do you get a half a win? You don't get it. It's the betting line.
Up or over.
If he gets 6 wins, you still lose if you take the over. You understand that, Jaden? I don't know.
Jaden doesn't understand. No,
he doesn't understand. It's okay.
It's okay. He's not a sports ball guy, I guess, or something. I don't know.
Freddie Raymer getting his 3rd win over the weekend at Williams Grove. We set the line for him at 7.5. All 3 of us went under. I still feel good about that. I think he gets to 6 or 7. He could get to 7. I don't know if he gets to 8. It's gonna be tough. He could get to 6 or 7. I'm staying with the under though.
It's the 6-7 thing you keep saying. Stop saying it.
Fuck you, Jimmy. You piece of shit.
We all feel good with the under here on that one.
No, I don't. But I already changed my mind. So this wasn't the one.
He's out of mulligans. He's out of mulligans. He already switched on Danny.
Yeah, well, I did. But here's my thing with this one, right? Like, Freddie's kind of similar to Danny in a way where we've seen their hot runs, and we've seen it where it can just go, and it can go, and it can go. But the same situation here,
on Danny.
Listen, he's explaining. I mean, I don't have a choice, but I'm explaining why I didn't pick this one. Yes, it doesn't get any easier for Freddie, but there's his runs where he can time trial. And when he time trials, he's going to be up near the front of the field, and he's going to put himself in position to win some of these races. So I I can't believe I'm saying he can time trial, because there was a time where he was a guy who couldn't time trial to save his life, but he's improved in that area. especially at Lincoln. I think he's much more competitive in time trialing. I think Williams Grove, there's a little work to be done, but he tends to put himself in better position than even Danny does at times. And that's all you can do in these races, is try to be in position.
Yeah, I agree. He's definitely somebody to watch. He might break this. Justin Whittle was our next one. We set the over-under at 3. He doesn't have a win yet. Chris went with a push right at 3. Jeremy went with under. I went with over. I figured 4 or 5 wins. It could still happen. We've seen Justin Whittle come on pretty much at the end of the season the past few years. That's when he seems to like really pick up pace. He has a new deal, obviously with the Rod Gross deal, to try to run some more races along with PA Posse Series. So see how that runs. I could still see him getting, we have a couple Bridgeport races. One. Well, you got High Limit 2. So I don't know. I think you guys are right in line there with where he's probably at. I probably was a little overboard on the over.
It's the dunce cap thing. It really is here. So right at this point, Justin Whittle has more fights on the racetrack than wins on the racetrack, and that's not a good at the end of June. So my boy Justin, they got to get it going, brother. Let's get it moving. Right? I'm happy. I would love to be wrong on this. I would love it. Help Jimmy out. He needs some help here. Throw him a lifeline, brother. Let's get it moving.
Here's one I feel pretty good about. Cam Smith, we set the over-under at 4. He has 1 win so far, but obviously the new deal here with being in the 1A. Chris went with the under. Jay-Z went with the push right at 4, and I went with the over. I think this is one that could definitely he can get a couple more here, especially with the way that deal's going.
Chris, I don't know about you and how you feel now because no one would have predicted what's going on. But honestly, push, man. I feel great about that. Not knowing that this could happen, I feel great because the way the season started a little bit slow, I thought maybe he'd have 1 or 2 by now. 2 would have been preferred, but with the ride switch and he's looking pretty good, man, that 4 seems, man, I'm loving it.
A good number. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right there.
Brock
Zierfoss. You're on the under, or did you push too?
Yeah, he went with the under. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Chris. You can't be right there. If I'm on the push and feel good, you can't be right there.
Yeah, I feel good with your thoughts. I just think I'm gonna hit the
Not
under.
going to happen. Okay.
You think he's gonna hit the under?
I wanted to clarify what you felt good about. What I did or what you did.
We're very much in the same ballpark.
God, it's so good to have you back.
It's definitely not the over.
Definitely not the over. That's the opposite.
Definitely not the goddamn over.
Brock Zierfoss. Over under was also 4. He has 2. He's halfway there, halfway through the season. You both went with the under. I went with the push. I still feel really good about the push.
Who the hell set him at 4? Fuck you.
What happened?
He's got 2 wins. He's looking much better.
I just wanted to shit on Jay-Z there for a minute.
Listen, he runs 100 races a year. He's bound to fall into a few. I mean,
I agree.
I said last year at 8.
You're right.
Last year was the idiot. Last year I was the idiot for setting it at 8.
Yeah.
I still feel good about the push. You guys obviously still feel good about the under.
No, I don't. I'm glad he's doing he's doing better. The speed's been there. He is consistent again, but last year it was a lot of consistency and breakdowns. This year it's consistency with a couple wins already. So, but listen, one of them's at Williams Grove, and honestly,
it's not a real track.
Listen, he did a good job. He had a fast race car, but that shit ain't probably happening again.
I don't know about that.
There's
a lot more Williams Grove races.
He beat Chase heads up. He beat Chase heads up, and that's great. But where's the other one's going to come from?
Oh shit!
We'll see. He only needs 2 more to get me my push. So,
do you think he'll go run any Power Eye shows or anything?
No, what a beatdown! I'm sorry, Jimmy. You're getting absolutely fucking beat down.
I don't see why 2 more is out of the realm. Baps he's been very good at. There's a bunch of Baps shows left.
Well,
third place is pretty good, but that's
when
not
it's
a
out
win.
Of 3. Anthony Macri, obviously, this is kind of an incomplete because he's been hurt. But here's the crazy thing. Here's the if he is coming back, like people are saying here for Speedweek,
Over.
15.5 wins. He has 3 wins in 12 starts before he was injured. We all went with under. Should Anthony Macri get the 15 wins? Now, I don't know if he gets over 15.5.
No.
But I don't think he does either. But he could probably get double digits still if he comes back now.
He doesn't get the 15 in this economy, but he's going to do damn well.
Listen, I don't think he gets to 15 because you just had Danny sweeping all the Speedweek. So, I don't think that can work.
I'm going to reward I'm going to reward wins to multiple people. So
yeah,
okay.
I'm going to start making up races here.
Jimmy's now deployed the Brock's offices.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that?
I started laughing. I'm sorry. He's now deployed the Brock's offices.
It's inevitable that Chris was good.
Just move on.
It's inevitable, Chris.
It's inevitable that you're a good defender.
Matt Trace just said it's inevitable that Chris Lynn will laugh like a schoolgirl passing a love note.
Fuck you, Matt.
All right. So let's get to the Outlaws now.
Oh, we're skipping? Right ahead?
Well, yeah. I mean that was our last one.
You know that because look at the list; it's right there.
I'm new. I'm new here.
Yeah, it's your first time here. Me and Chris still both have our mulligans still left. I know why I'm not using it on this one. David Gravel, the over/under was set at 17. He has 6 right now. You and Jay-Z, Chris and Jay-Z went with the. Wait, am I reading that right? Hold on, let me highlight this.
No, you're wrong.
Chris went with the over. Jay-Z and I went with the under. I still feel good about the under. He'll be close to 17 though.
Yeah, I mean him getting that win at Huset's, in the finale. I don't love that because he needed that momentum, and it's been a minute. And this is obviously we know this guy. He can go win 10 in a row if he really gets going. So, I listen. He's just still the best there is out there, it's not a safe number if he had 3 right now. So we'll see. It is what it is. Like we'll see.
I like staying with the under here.
I'm gonna take my beating.
What do you mean you're taking your beating? Are you taking your mulligan or are you just gonna?
Oh wait, I took the over. It's fine. Move on.
You didn't even know what you took there? Okay.
No, I researched this, but I just don't like David Gravel winning. I'm sorry.
Yeah, David Gravel's gonna win a bunch more, and they still run like another 50 races, so there's definitely opportunity there. Also, opportunity for this guy, Buddy Kofoid. 15.5 was the over/under. He has 8 so far this year. Chris and Jay-Z went with the over. I went with the under, and I like staying at the under. I think he gets to about 14, 15 wins. I don't think he breaks 16.
Jimmy, you absolutely cannot hide the Buddy hate, brother. It is written.
I'm not taking my mulligan here. I'm not taking
the same. No,
I have my mulligan.
You fully believe in this, and that Buddy hate is just you taped right over it with the dunce number. Lame. Like I'm a Buddy hater.
You really think he's going to shatter 16 wins?
Well, clearly I did then, and I still do now.
I don't. I think the races get harder here.
For who?
For the Outlaws, because you're going to have a lot of you got Eldora, you got Knoxville.
Other than Knoxville and Eldora, which he's improving at, what else is he going to?
He's improving at, but he just went through Huset's. Obviously, I mean he's going to get more wins. I'm not saying he's not going to win. I think another 8 more wins is right about on the line of where he's going to be.
Well, like you just said, there's 50 plus races left.
David Gravel, yeah, but David Gravel could go and get another 8.
So, yep, just like last year. Look at the win totals.
Sure. Holy shit!
So I'm staying with the under there.
Yeah, piss.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We're gonna move on to Carson Macedo.
I see you, squirrel.
We set the over under at 12. You guys both went with the under. He has 4 wins so far. I went with the over.
I'm agreeing with whatever I said.
Obviously, this is a mulligan candidate for me as well. I don't think it's Carson's been fast. It's just he hasn't been able to lock down wins, but he's been 2nd through 5th most weeks. up until recently, I guess, but he's been very good. He was
It
ahead
feels
of
like
Buddy Kofoid for a lot of this season in
Yeah.
points, even though Buddy had
If-
all the wins. So
From a wins perspective and finishing, it feels like rinse and repeat just year after
Yeah.
year. It's the same thing. It feels like, and I almost feel like the idiot for setting a number that high because I didn't believe in that. I don't think so. But ball don't lie, and the win total say that's about where he ends up. So I guess we'll see.
yeah, we'll see. I would probably take a mulligan here, but I'm not going to. Next one, Logan Schuchart. 4.5 was the over-under. Logan Schuchart has 1 win so far. All 3 of us went with the over. I think it's going to be hard to get the 5 wins to break this over, but I think Logan has shown some speed. And if he is coming in for Speed Week, he's definitely a candidate to try to win on that Monday show, where he could pick one up. So I don't think over is out of the question yet.
This was tough. This was the other one that I really contemplated. It was Danny and Logan on my switches, and to say I'm disappointed with 1 win at this point is probably an understatement. Not to. We got to see more. And I know that he wants that too. That's not like a secret. It's not like, oh, I'm an idiot here. Billy thinks so, but
Billy's here to get educated, he says.
Well, he needs it. We got to see. He races so much, he doesn't know what's going on in the world. He's a professional race car driver. That's right. But man, this was a tough one for me. It was between, like I said, my switch was between Danny and Logan, and we just got to see more from Logan to get there. I just got to see it.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
I want to believe it, man. I love that team. I love Logan and what they do, and his drive to go do it. We got to see it, man. And Eldora's good. He's good at Eldora, so it's not like it can't happen. He's good at some of these places they're going to go to. So just all got to put together. You got a time trial.
He's been really good at Eldora. I mean, Eldora's one that he can get going. You know what I mean? Yeah, we'll see here. Logan Schuchart was at 4.5. We all went with the over. We're all going to stick there with the over. Donnie Schatz, over-under was 2 wins. He does have 1. We all went the over, and I feel pretty good about that. He's been very, very good. They've been steadily getting better. I see 2, if not 3 more wins for him this year.
Promising, right? But it's crazy that we're talking about Donnie Schatz trying to get to 3 or 4 wins. It still just blows my mind because he's not old. He's not old in the scheme of like
he's not
sprint car
slow.
racers.
They've been pretty good,
and he didn't forget how to do it. So they're close. They're really close to getting him where he's used to being more consistently. Chris?
No, I agree. Like Donnie, watching his, I guess we can call it a resurgence. I love it. Like, Jimmy's dying. Oh no, bless you. From a guy that's watched Donnie his whole life and just shitting on him, for being good. How dare I? It's more fun than now he's taking his choice or not, taking it later in the career, finding a way to win, and he's gonna hit the over, and Jimmy's gonna go die, whatever he's wearing.
Just looking at my over-unders, man, I maybe hit 4 of them. Maybe by the end of the season, I might hit 4 or 5 of them.
You're in very much danger of
so
probably being our biggest idiot of the year.
This segment should be like a fantasy football. The one with the most losses has to do something the next year. This might be this segment.
Jimmy would agree with that if it wasn't going this way right now.
I would still take it. That's why I'm wearing the dunce cap right now. Maybe I'll get a real dunce cap for the end of the season when we recap it. Sheldon Hodenshield, over under 6.5 wins. He has 3 so far this year. We all went with the under. I still feel good about the under, but that's not to a slight at Sheldon.
You're a Sheldon hater.
I would not be surprised if he got to 7 or 8 wins. I think 6 is about where he ends up. And they've been really, really good. That 18 car has been pretty good. They've exceeded my expectations, though. I didn't expect him to be at this point in the season with 3 wins already and being as good as he has been.
Yeah, I set the bar very low for this to kind of like the car hasn't shown me that it's going to be, whatever. This has been a pleasant surprise, I think, for Sheldon fans. I think for kind of everybody. But listen, this really wasn't a candidate for me to change my mind. I'll see.
Yeah.
I'll believe it when I see it, sort of thing.
I'm with you.
And again, I'm not shitting on like their season so far, but we've kind of been through this before with this car and then this driver. Now they're together, so
Right.
We'll see.
Right. And to piggyback off that, it's like we've seen Sheldon dominate and just flip off and give a race away, or we've seen Selzy in the 18 give a race away.
I don't know about that. I think that they didn't really we weren't in position a lot to give a race away.
Well, this in general, like it's one or the other. They've never shown us a complete night time trial on.
Yeah. Sheldon winning these races more often than not in any car has kind of been when Sheldon does Sheldon things and just
doesn't wreck.
doesn't crash it, right? 100%. And I don't think that that's going to be for every win every time, but we're still seeing some of that. And that consistent speed every session of the night is what you want to get to, and I know that they do. He's on the right path. I think that's encouraging. I think if you're a fan, but we've been in this situation before with Sheldon.
Yeah, I agree.
Next,
all right, that's it for the Outlaws. We're going to move over to High Limit.
Let's really make Jimmy sad now.
And then this is where I'm going to use my mulligan. I was way off on this. Rico Abreu,
this guy.
I know.
No, you argued till you were goddamn blue in the face. You argued for weeks leading up to the season till you were goddamn blue in the face. Oh, sorry, I can't swear here. You were blue in the face, and you barely had any air in your lungs fighting for this to be a 30-win season, and he's the god of all race car drivers. And he's just I mean, the best that's ever done it, the best that's ever been.
No.
The best that's ever going to.
All I said,
get him.
And what I said was, Jimmy, listen, everyone told me I was the idiot for going, well, all they did was they didn't change anything. It's just, a new partnership and this. I said, but things change, even though it's the same people. And turns out, guess what? Some of the people were a little problem. There's some health issues with the crew chief. He's going through some things. That's hard.
Yeah.
But guess what? A little bit more might have changed than we all might have thought. Even if the location of the shop changed, this shit matters. We know this is hard to do. We all know that. This shit's hard to do, and it's hard to do it at that level over and over and over again.
They get cooked, Jimmy.
I like Rico. I'm a fan, but this was hard for me to see replicated. Go ahead.
I just figured I could see him taking a slight step up, and the frustrating thing with Rico for me this season is he's got these 4 wins against the best competition. When it's Outlaw and High Limit together.
He is Brad Sweeten the shit out of this.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, he is, I believe, I have to go back and look at the High Limit points. He's leading the High Limit points, even though Aaron Reitzel has 6 more wins than him. And the thing is Rico won Outlaw races. They're not even all High Limit races. I mean, neither is Reitzel's, don't get me wrong, but you get my point. I felt like a 20 win for him going 17 wins last season. I felt like he could at least replicate that again this year. There was no reason why they couldn't. I was wrong. I'm using my mulligan. I'm going back to under, but I wouldn't. He's still top 5 in the country, without a doubt. Top 5, if not top, borderline top 3. It is a little bit. It is a little bit what we're talking about. Because he is capable of winning a lot of these races. They just haven't won enough yet. He could end up at 12 races, 12 wins by the end of the season, 13 wins. I would not be surprised. I just don't think he gets back to 17.
to your point, he could win the Knoxville Nationals, which I think is his goal. Beyond
it's
goal
everyone's
and
goal.
goal. Yeah, but like with his program, he's won enough now. Like we win this, and then or else, right? We win this. Everything else, it doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter.
Are you
right?
are you kidding me? You're telling me this guy joined up with the high limit to say, I'm joining high limit, but I am only here to win the Knoxville Nationals, which isn't a high limit race? What?
He's won everything under the high limit title. Right? Has he not?
Yeah,
So why
but
didn't
that's
why didn't
they want to
why
win
didn't he
every
jump off
night.
the-
It's not. They're
Yeah,
not just looking at one or
he's
two
still-
races to win.
He's still making a living racing. Knoxville Nationals is still the granddaddy of them all, right?
Sure.
Don't forget
how
about
many-
Kings Royal.
Shut the fuck up,
He's
Jimmy.
so good at Eldora.
Yes, he wants to win that too. Like that's like the Indy 500. Is that not every racer's dream when they're a kid?
Sure. I don't know what that has to do with the amount of wins that he has right now, though.
So are you saying that
If he wins,
he's testing
if he
every
wins
night?
Knoxville, if he wins Knoxville, it makes up for everything else this year, in my opinion.
Oh, okay. You're okay.
That'll kind of tie in with my bold prediction. Actually,
him and honestly 98% of this field, if they win the Knoxville Nationals, it does not matter what they've done this year. Brent Marks, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It does not matter. If they win the Knoxville Nationals, it does not matter what's happened. It doesn't matter what races you didn't win. It doesn't matter where you're at in points. It does not matter.
Mandy has a good comment here. Reitzel is having the season we all thought Rico would have. I knew Reitzel, and we're going to talk about him in a second. I knew Reitzel would have. I knew Reitzel would have a really, really good season. By actually one of the predictions I had right, because we saw that last year. We know what he can do. I just thought Rico would be like going off.
There's not enough wins to go. There's not enough wins to go around there for everybody to have 20 wins.
We had this We had the same conversation back in January. So
I used my mulligan. Crystal has one in pocket here with a few drivers left. Aaron Reitzel is the next driver we're talking about.
My mulligan.
Over under, and I was gonna say this has gotta be your mulligan. 11.5 is the over under. Aaron Reitzel has 10 wins so far. He's been absolutely phenomenal this year. Me and Jay-Z both went with the over, and Chris went with the under. Surprise, he's going with the over, as is mulligan. We all use our mulligan.
By much. He's gonna get it, but not by much. 13 is where I think he ends, but still.
I think 3 wins the entire rest of the season. I mean, we got like 7 races left at Port Royal, but
right, that's where the 2 of them came from.
16 wins. That's where I'm going to end up.
Going over.
But he could end up with 20.
Honestly, line was probably too low here. But history kind of, when I put this together, I took the over because I felt like he was going to be able to go over it, but history said the number needed to be around there, so.
All right, no more get out of jail free cards here for the rest of them. Brett Marks over under 8. He has 2 wins. Chris and Jay-Z both went with the over. I went with the under. This is one. And
so one.
I want to say it's one time I look like I might, but by the end of the season, I might still be wrong by the end of the season. How good has he been the past month?
Right.
Like compared to how they started off, he's been very, very good. A lot of podiums. He's finally clicked off a couple wins now. Coming home for some Speedweek shows, maybe. Like he could
2 wins.
He could get to 9-10 wins for sure. Still,
right. Hence, I didn't use
tough.
the mulligan
Very tough.
here. For everything you said, that's why I didn't use the mulligans here. Yes. The podium streak. Yes. Everything else. It's going to be tough.
I think he ends
that
up
too.
with 6.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to get the 8. It's going to be tough. Things have changed, though. Things have changed.
Yeah, and this was the fringe candidate for my mulligan as well with Logan. Just because if the last 2 weeks, if we did this show 2 weeks ago, I'm changing this is my mulligan. Now it's like it really wouldn't be crazy. You could come home during Speedweek, win a show at Williams Grove. The Mitch Smith won it before, won the Saturday race at Port Royals, won it before. Come home and win a Weicker, a Tusky prelim night or the big one, won it before, has done it before. He can absolutely go win an Eldora race at any of them. He's obviously just won at Knoxville now. It's absolutely possible. And as long as he keeps time trialing, just like we talked about these other guys, time trials, time trials, time trials. And right now, he's on that game and put himself in a position to have a chance to go win these races.
And how different, if you're Brent Marks, how different does he review this season if he wins Skagit?
Oh, that right there?
Game changer.
I missed it. Was he close? Or did Brad dominate that race?
I didn't watch it either. He finished second.
I know.
Brad Sweet. But yeah, he was getting after it. He's a guy, if he wins the Knoxville Nationals, we do not care what happened the rest of the season. Right?
No, I still want to be right. I don't care.
I mean, same.
I don't care about his feelings. I want to care that I'm right.
I am with you. We're on the same plane.
What chassis is he running now? Todd Ford
I
says
heard it was an
RPM.
I heard it was an RPM without the RPM sticker on it. I don't think that it. Last year he went back and forth a little bit between RPM and Maxim. To my knowledge, this year it's been RPM, but I haven't really asked him. But I heard it was an RPM that the sticker was taken off, so you wouldn't know. But I mean, I guess I could just ask.
Yeah.
If he were to win the Knoxville Nationals, though, we do not care.
It's still a
successful
season, yeah.
I do. If he gets to
over here, JC still wants to be right.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care if he wins. I don't care if he goes and wins 8 Knoxville Nationals or 8 Power Eye shows. If he gets to the number, I'm happy.
All right, let's move on. Dason Pursley, 2.5 wins over under. He does not have a win yet this year. Chris and I went with the over. You went with the under. Some people are saying he might not even make the rest of the season in that car, which I don't think holds any weight. It could. No, I'm not saying it's not true, but obviously this is a young guy, new team. He ripped off a couple at the end of last year. Once he got comfortable, I could see the same thing happening, but I don't think he gets the 3 wins. So I would have used a mulligan here if I had more.
Feeling pretty good about this one, boys. Thought it from the beginning. I like Dason. I think he's ultra talented, but this isn't working yet. So hopefully it does. Yeah. I hope the best for him.
Justin Peck, over under 3 wins, has won this year. Chris and Jay-Z with the over. I went with the under. I still feel pretty good about my under. He's been good, flashes, but just not consistent enough, in my opinion.
Yeah, better lately for sure. The win was recent. Listen, I think there's more important ones I could take the mulligan on this one, and I'll have to die with this one.
Yep. And then here's one actually that looks kind of bleak, but I think all of us might agree that we feel pretty good about still. Over under 3 wins for Giovanni Scelzi. He doesn't have any yet. All 3 of us went with the over. I still think he could rip off a couple.
Yeah, I would have lost the farm if I actually made the bet that Tanner Holmes wins before Gio Scelzi on the High Limit Tour.
Yeah, same. Tanner Holmes wasn't on here. I did not expect him to be as good as he is now. That's a guy that
let's
underrated
stop with as good as he is right now thing. That race was really, really good, and he earned it, and he was good. Otherwise, it's been about what I thought was going to be. Let's be honest. Like, a lot of his videos are a lot more about what they did wrong than they did right. So him or them, and he got this win, and I'm happy for the guy, but I never would have thought he'd gotten it before Gio, new team or not. Like, the resources there for Gio, to my knowledge. Obviously, it has to be. Gio has experience. He's been on tour. I like this over. I liked it then.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it as much sitting here at the end of June. But
I don't hate it.
I agree with you that there's still a lot of potential here.
He's top 3 in high limit points because he's been so damn consistent. Just hasn't been able to get the wins. And again, this is a brand new team, pretty much. A whole new deal that they started this year. He's been surprisingly pretty good, even though the wins aren't there. Santo says, "When do we?"
Chris, what do you think about?
Go ahead.
Well, Chris, what do you think about this team? Like, the crew chief pairing, it's pretty good. They got all the resources. What do they need? I mean, is it Geo? Or is it just they need to gel more? What do you think the deal is?
They need to gel more for sure. Geo, I've never been high on him. Never been high on him. We got Joe. Yeah, Joe. Yeah.
You got a Joe.
Okay.
Santos says, "When?"
Go ahead.
Santos goes, "When do we stop giving the new team excuse? This is KKR team, top-notch equipment, damn near open checkbook, showing very inconsistent results and tearing up a bunch of stuff." It's also because he's a pretty young driver. He's still newish to this Wings 410 thing. This is only his 3rd year, in the middle of his 3rd year. And Tanner Holmes has been, as good as he's been. He's still up and down too. That's what you see with young talent.
Well, here's the thing, and listen, I generally, honestly, if I hadn't heard this last week, I'm with you when you say that. But I was listening to Dirt Trackers one episode, and he's got like 160 career 410 starts now, Jason.
Sure.
Okay. We just watched Jet Barnes in race number 3 against Narc win a race. And like Jason's won a couple races, but what else could you ask for in a combo here? I don't understand what's missing. And again, capable, talented, sure, but I don't think I can, even my brain can no longer rest on the fact that he's new at it, or it hasn't he's
I get that.
It's
I'm giving him at least
410
this
races
season here before
against the
I'm giving him
best,
at least the
right?
rest of this season.
Like I was fine with that in season 1, and you're racing against the best of the best from the jump. And he's won before this, and we still haven't seen it yet here with this deal. When again, couldn't ask for anything more. What else could you possibly need to go do the job? And he's not even time trialing that good. Even in the boot car, he went out and time trialed at least, gave him a shot to run up front.
Didn't he just have a podium with the Outlaws this past week too?
He did. He just had one. He had a good race recently, yes. And he started.
He's just inconsistent. Very inconsistent.
Very inconsistent.
I don't
And then
think
when he gets in the back,
I don't think it's fair to
when he
compare him to Jet Barnes, who's like probably going to be an alien going against Nard.
But that's what everyone thought Dason was. Honestly,
I don't know
everything
about
the kid got in after he got hurt, he went and won again. Everything. Silver Crown, wingless, 410, quick time. He was in that alien territory, but it's starting to be like, not knocking it because these guys are professionals and we're just a bunch of bums, but like, is he Geo territory? Is that the peak? I don't know, man.
Yeah, but
like,
that's not a bad
that's
thing.
good.
Yeah.
Listen, they can make a living. It's good. We're, like I said, we're not racing cars, but I'm just saying if we're talking about like guys that go win 15, 18 races a year, or are you going to be 4 to 5 a year? You know what I mean? Like which one is it going to be? So, but I tell you what, it's going to be a short leash if it doesn't happen in sometime starting next year.
Right.
If it gets through this year,
I think he's got to show improvement this year.
Yeah, you have to. You have to, because I mean, ultimately, it's
you got to learn
Napa.
from some of these mistakes that he's been having.
Yeah, it's not up to Casey. It's up to Napa, right? Napa's pulling the strings. You know that. We all know that. But yeah. Anyway.
All right, real quick, bold predictions. Chris's bold predictions were Outlaw will not win a race at Williams Grove in 2026.
Fuck David Gravel, bro.
Yeah, David Gravel.
Ruin that. Ruin
that one for you. New high limit champions looking pretty good with Aaron Reitzel. And Darren Pittman wins the National Open is another one. Feel still pretty good about that one. You're all on board with doing that Darren Pittman thing until you die. So
until he doesn't do it anymore.
There it is.
There it is.
So I mean, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
This is Meatloaf
right now.
said.
Jay-Z, no, more than 2 repeat winners at Williams Grove. I think we have 1 repeat winner. No, we have 2 now, right? Freddie and Troy.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. You hit that one already.
Aaron Reitzel will win 2.
More than 2. That's true.
So no, Lance. Wait.
Yeah. Lance. Lance won opening day, and then we have 3.
Did Troy win 2?
Maybe not.
I think I think there's 2. I don't know if there's 3.
There's 2. You need a third. You need a third.
Because last year we had like none, right? Or 1.
Yep. Yeah.
So we've already had at least 2, we think. So yeah.
Aaron Reitzel will win the high limit title. That kind of falls in line with what Chris is talking about. I think that looks pretty good right now, even though Rico is leading the points. And then you have a first-time Speedweek champion. So all 3 of those looking pretty good.
Maybe they weren't so bold. Maybe I need to try harder next year, because last year I hit 2 out of 3, right?
Yep. My bold prediction, number 1, was Rico will win 20 races in 2026, including the Knoxville Nationals. I'm off, obviously, to 20-plus races. I'm still all on board with Knoxville. I think he wins Knoxville this year. I think that happens. Macri's 3-year Speedweek title streak ends. I still feel pretty good about that. And then I went with Troy Wagaman wins a high limit race at Port Royal. We haven't had one yet, but I still feel good about that one. I think he's been really good there. That was a bold. Listen, can we all recognize that at least when we talked about bold predictions, I at least went with bold predictions, not like just above the baseline.
You are backing into a Macri not winning the title. Are you shitting me?
Yeah, listen, when Chris said a new high, or what was his high limit one? At least I named the
new high limit champion.
At least I thought I said the name. But listen, Rick Reitzel hasn't won a championship other than an all-star title, right? So like, it's not crazy to think we just assumed he would. I mean, whatever. But like the Speedweek winner one, it's been kind of the same group, right? It's Danny Macri running full time. So yeah, if at the time, did we know Chase would commit to the whole tour? So not crazy, but even until
did
it
we
hasn't
know
happened.
Anthony was going to break his back? Come on now.
Yeah, but he should be back. He's going to be racing. Doesn't matter. It's Speedweek. And then the third one, the Williams Grove one, to be honest with you, is pretty bold because like there was only 1 repeat winner the whole season. There'd be 66% more repeat winners if I did that math right. So
they're bold, but mine's bold italics, different color.
Yeah, if Darren Pittman wins the National Open, you all can.
Chris, you go with that one every year. That one doesn't count.
Yeah, that's rinse and repeat till he retires.
You're chalking up with at least one L every time you do that.
Hey,
not that I would love to see it.
You get SMD, bro. Just for our listeners.
So right, those boys, are our bold predictions.
I'm going to check out. I appreciate y'all. My phone's about to die.
Thank you,
so.
Jay-Z.
Hey, no, thank you guys. I'll see y'all in a couple weeks. Actually everybody, because we're gonna be off. So I'll see y'all soon.
Yeah.
Chris, thanks for being here, brother. Appreciate you, dude.
Thanks, buddy.
See you, Jay-Z.
I can't leave. It won't let me leave.
You just hang up.
Let me out.
I just hit the leave button 16 times.
Hit the leave button.
God, I'm stuck here.
There you go.
He's gone. He's gone now. Our foreign correspondent Jay-Z down at Puerto Rico.
He's down there doing God's work.
He's still
right?
on the screen. I can't get him off the screen though. It's okay. All right, real quick.
Anyway,
Husitz, real quick. Buddy Kofoid back to back to start off Wednesday and Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday. Friday, Sean Hanshield getting the win, and then leading off 40 laps, starting first, winning the whole big. Was it $250,000? $300,000. So sorry. On top of what Husitz has already given him.
No, he didn't win that. He just
David Gravel, well earned win for him. good car counts. You know, Tyler Courtney there with a P2. I wanted to go back here. Sheldon Hodshield was really good all week.
He was
2 second place finishes and then got a win. Donnie Schatz, very good all week too.
Photo finish.
Yeah. Looking at the schedule, Friday, Saturday, World of Outlaws will be at Cedar Lake for the World of Outlaws Federated Auto Parts Independent Spectacular. And then they're off until July 9th. So, like we keep seeing, there will be some Outlaws here that Monday for the Lincoln race. And maybe we'll see what happens there too. Marie pointed out before, personally runs better with the Outlaws, and Marie also said Courtney runs better with the Outlaws too. It does kind of feel that way.
It's
I'm told
complicated.
it's rigged at Huset's. Yeah, the gravel wasn't really there a factor all week until Saturday. It felt like so, but gravel is what, Chris? Say the word. Say the word. Gravel is what? Just like Chase D.
Inevitable.
Thank you. He is inevitable. That is
Wait,
for sure.
You want these words?
Hell yeah, brother. How many invaders do you mean for Speedweek, or do you mean for the Houston? The Houston Steel actually had more than I thought, because I thought the all high limit was going to go out to Skagit, but it was quite a bit at Houston. They had a pretty good car count. High limit. Speaking of high limit, they will be at Big Sky Friday and Saturday for the Race Routine Foundation race. That's out in Montana. And then they are off until the week of Kings Royal. They'll be at Fremont, and then Kings Royal week at Eldora. So how many of those guys do we see in here? Especially like somebody said before, like what happens if Montana ends up being like a rain crazy thing and they end up having to cancel the whole thing? Be interesting to see. You'll see guys later in the week. I think you'll like Tanner Holmes, Brent Marks, maybe like a Justin Peck. I don't know. But you'll see some later in the week. You're gonna get quite a few invaders, and we already know Brady Bacon. We already know Parker Price Miller and James McFadden as invaders to run the whole full speed week. And then you're going to have a couple outlaw guys early in the week. You're going to get a Larson. Sounds like Larson Monday through Thursday now instead of his typical Tuesday through Thursday. So you're going to see quite a bit, I think, especially for those midweek shows. I think you'll see quite a bit. That's a lot of word. Full track rework, and Houston still took rubber. Tinfoil hat goes back on. Houston's was rigged for the Houston's car. Chris, any other closing thoughts? Oh, I love it. Hell yeah. Bringing it back.
I love it. Thank you,
Chris. Tell us about your drum solo tour. Where can we see you play drums?
You can see me anywhere. Summer Nats, probably. Maybe National Open.
Do you plan on going to any races for Speedweek?
We'll see. There's some conversations. Could be. The natives are beating the drum.
The natives are beating the drum. The Night Owl asks, any idea of the 69 Speedweek schedule drivers? That's a good question. I'm not sure. It is a good question. They've been running a little bit with Ryan Smith. I don't know if Pittman comes in for any of this. But we'll see. I think good car counts. You're going to see some surprise names. I think it's going to be a battle all the way till that final lap at Williams Grove to determine the Speedweek champion. I'm very hyped for it. Hopefully we get good weather. I think we get 8 out of the 10 races in. Right now it's inevitable when you go 10 days. I'm sorry. I don't want to be that guy. But if we get 7 or 8 out of these 10 races in, that's a successful Speed Week.
you said inevitable. 69K used to be, but now that is the 23 Stamen car.
Is inevitable?
Inevitable. A closing thought.
I agree. Drink it, dump it. Drink it. I'm going to drink it to Chris for being here. Thank you so much for joining us, coming back, hanging out for a while. Hell yeah, brother. Hope to see you at a racetrack soon, and see what plans you got on the horizon.
Where's your dump it?
My dump it would be...
You get dumped on at Port Royal? That makes sense.
Getting dumped on at Port Royal. Shout out to Port Royal for trying to get that in. It was going to be a late night. I think everybody was 10 toes in to try to get that in, but it sucked. Drink it to the use for Eastern Storm. The USAC.
You need, bro?
No, hold on. I'm going to do another one. I want to give a quick shout out to all the USAC East Coast drivers that ran the entire Eastern Storm, like Olivia Thayer, Ed Aiken, Christian Bruno, Stephen Dravicki, like a lot of them showed out. I think that's a great thing. I thought USAC Eastern Storm was a big hit this year. I know it didn't have crazy huge car counts, but it was pretty good. And it was good to see USAC East Coast being represented pretty well there. Shout out Dirk Rimrot. That's the homie.
Dirk Rimrot? Are you
Dirk
kidding
Rimrot.
me?
Yeah, he went to every single one, man. Ran every lap that he could. I love it. Chris, your drink it, dump it.
My drink it's to all the people that keep watching this and you, Jimmy, and your nonsense. So applause. Like, you know, I'm just happy you brought me back. It's fun. Can't wait to see you in October. End of the year closeout.
I hope sooner than that. Shit.
I'll see you before then, but like we gotta close this thing out with the predictions that I'm winning in right now.
Oh yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see it all. You see y'all in October. Drum set may or may not be included. We'll see.
Hell yeah. Yeah, drink it to the drum set, man. That's awesome. What about your dump it?
There's no dumpets.
No dumpets.
We don't no dumpets.
We
straight
never
positive vibes, bro.
I love it.
Ride the vibes.
We're gonna ride the vibes, baby. Daniel Lee, drink at the Dirk Rimrot, running the whole Eastern Storm slate. Dump it to the Calamity in the wingless 600 micro race at Action Track last night. Shout out Daniel Lee. Sucked getting port again at port, getting rained out, but he had the shaggin' wagon there, was camping out. And Marie Beasley, drink it to Freddie. First feature win this year at the Grove, and dump it to Port for sure. Matt Bird, drink it to Chris coming back. Dump it to Mother Nature for getting dumped at Port. Marie, also drink it to Ed Aiken's heat win at the Grove. How about that one? That was pretty cool to see. Dirk Rimrat ran out of Eastern Storm. That was great. Santos, drink it to Corey Heim getting his first career win. Yes, I agree. Cheers to that. I was fired up for that. Hod getting his win at Houston.
It is Heim.
Give a gravel for pocketing $300,000 at Houston. Dump it to losing the drums after this episode. Honorable mention to you guys as always, and another great show. And Chris making a one-off return. Chris, cheers. And Mandy's gonna bring it in here. Drink it. The drums are back. Chase Dietz being inevitable. Briggs Danner in the party bus. That was pretty cool. Central PA cars doing well at Skagit. Caleb Henry going from the lead to the work area back to victory lane. I got to say, Ohio Speedweek was pretty awesome from what I watched. I didn't watch every single race every night, but
Caleb Henry's
a beast, man.
Inevitable.
He was inevitable. He wasn't going to be denied. Dump it. The 3 photographers at Wayne County. We were live when that happened last week. Glad to hear everybody's alive and doing a little bit better. Rough Rex with Cole Connaught, Nash Ely, Casey Alphabet, Max Mitri, etc. in the port rain out.
Casey Alphabet, that's fucked.
This is a great one. PA Dirt Track and Promotions, Tony. Drink it. Billy Dietrich, 2 top 5 Saturday and Sunday. Fuck yeah, Billy, let's go. That was awesome. Dump it to Chris not sharing the alcohol he's been drinking all night. Hey, there's a cat. Good kitty.
Meow meow.
Meow meow.
She's
Jeremy
not
Jay-Z
camera friendly.
says, drink it to the Rumsey New Deal in the debut, and then dump it to the path surface. Eric Schneck, what up? Game 310. The drums may leave the show, but they will stay in the heart. And then dump it to Silver Crown getting rained out. Everybody's gonna miss the drums, man. I gotta get
unfortunate.
we got to do like a music video of you just playing the drums, so we can just play
No,
it as our
we just
intro
need to
every
get
week.
you some drums, bro. We need to get you drums, and then he won't miss me anymore. Problem solved.
Oh, we'll miss you anyway.
No, you're so
But-
sweet.
Shout out and drink it as always to all of you who tuned in. We really appreciate every single one of you for tuning in every week and hang out with us and talk racing. We will not be live next week because it will be unless it rains out. I don't want to say that.
Why-
Say it into
You
existence.
just said it. Why you
I
gotta be
know.
the way you are?
I don't know what our schedule will be for Speed Week. Maybe
Thank
if there's
you.
a rain out, we'll do a
So much
show.
better.
But we will not be here next Monday. Maybe we'll do like a watch party or something one night. I don't know. We'll try to do something
What?
since it's Speed Week.
What we do know is I will not be here.
You
Lead
won't
with
be
that.
here.
I will not be here. Lead with that. Then you don't have to be the bad guy.
Chris won't be here. Womp womp. But we will be around for Speed Week, but we will not have another race or another show until after Speed Week. We do have some cool things in store for July. We'll keep an eye out for that. We do have some guests and stuff lined up, so pretty excited for that. And I'm going to attempt to do a live from Attica when I go out there. We'll do one show from out there. At least I'll be out there live on the scene out there in Ohio. We'll see, but we will not be here next Monday. Get your ass to the racetrack. Get to Lincoln. Get to any track this upcoming week for PA Speed Week. It's going to be awesome. And we will see you in probably 2 weeks' time. Have a great night, everybody.